For sure, man.
Sports Punch back on y'all motherfucking ass. Here we is. KeefTooTall. What's happening with you, bro?
What's going on, bro? Back with it after this, Christmas. Took a little night off on Tuesday, but it was some good ass games, so it was
Yes,
kind of worth
sir.
it that night. So, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
it gives you some content for the day, especially oh shit.
For sure. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Family Day. Happy Friends and Family Day. I hope you were able to celebrate that time with your family and enjoy it. We are back with another episode. We got some games to catch up on. We got some stuff that we want to go over. I think there may be some hooping and hoeing, some ballers and rappers. There may be some things we gonna discuss. Keith, kick it off. What you got for us first, brother?
Talk about this week alone, the NBA back on fire. They got their players, their top players back healthy, and there's been some lit games this week. But mainly, we talk about how the Christmas game for the NBA versus the Christmas game for the NFL.
Okay.
NBA shut that down this year for sure. Like last year, they had the NFL had better numbers, obviously, but they had like solid to decent games on.
Mm-hmm.
This year, these games was trash. Two thumbs. I wish I had two more thumbs. So I give them two thumbs down, four thumbs down.
You
But
said
not
I
for
give
real though.
them
Like,
four thumbs down.
no,
And
yo, uh,
let me say this before we get into the games for Christmas Day. I didn't watch any of them because I was with the family and we were watching football. You know, that was the thing. That
mm.
was what we was running with. So that's where it was. We was drinking moonshine, watching the games, eating good.
Well, that's perfect balance then, because I ain't watched none of the football games, and I watch all basketball. So you
Okay.
can provide the updates on
Okay.
them. I can do this
Okay.
on that. So
First game
worked
I
out.
didn't see because I was chilling at the house and I moved out and I moved over to going to see them around 3 o'clock. But
Uh,
um, I'll try to do my best to give a synopsis. Remember, I'm with the family. I'm having fun. I'm chasing kids
oh, no, yeah,
around.
yeah.
I'm tickling kids and
Like
and pinching people and everything like that and having fun, giving people hugs. So,
I saw the highlights of them games, so you didn't really miss too much. But
hmm.
we'll get into that. But first,
All right, all
we
right.
might be a couple days late, but the Bears comeback win, one of the greatest games.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Put that
Seen
out
last
there.
Saturday night, beat the Packers,
Yeah,
cheeseheads. Fuck
yeah.
the Packers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Mm-hmm.
win. Like that was a big win for the division to get a little, space from them to hopefully, well, not hopefully, put the that's our destiny in our control. So we play San Francisco this Sunday night football. Big game, both 11 and 4. And we need to win this game, honestly. Like just to control our destiny and we probably most likely gonna run into the Packers again in the playoffs. But great win on last Sunday. It was looking ugly the first 55 minutes. A little not ugly, but like 'cause that's the thing. A lot of Packers
It was
fans,
a chase. It was a chase early
yeah,
on in that game, back and
a
forth.
lot, yeah, a lot of Packers fans like we was beating your ass for most of the game. I'm like, bro, it was 6-3 with the until the last 20 seconds of the third quarter until dude threw that touchdown to Romeo Dobbs. So don't say that y'all just busting our ass. It was 6-3. It was a close
It
game.
wasn't.
It could have went anywhere. Dude get that touchdown, make it 13-3. Still they get an extra field goal. So like as much as they talk about like they busting us, like y'all had 5 opportunities in the red zone and went 0 for 5. Like y'all
Terrible.
only got like
Y'all
y'all so
trash.
high and mighty. Y'all supposed to be so good. How our defense, shut y'all down 5 times, and y'all only times y'all score was what four, field goals and one. I ain't gonna say lucky touchdown, but a busted. Somebody got burnt. CJ got burnt, and then got hurt, but he should be straight this week. But I learned with this team about 6, 7 times this year. Never quit on them until you hit the zero on the clocks, and
There it
that's
is right there. There it
pretty much
is.
what happened. Because like right when we got the off onside. Offsides kick. I was like, kind of just throwing the fake, get that mid, like, man, like, I can't, we about to lose these bums, these new scrubs. But I'm like, it ain't over yet. Like, it ain't over. So I'm just chilling, sitting there, laid back. And then when he kicked it off and the ball hit, I'm looking at our players, they rushing and like, I'm seeing like, oh, they own it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw dude hit the, had try to like Romeo, it was Romeo Dobbs, the dude with the big old bobblehead with for concussions is in the middle of the play of a crash out like an onside kick. So And I saw that he choked and he took his eye off the ball and then he saw those rushes coming in from the Bears. It was over with, and I was like, oh, when I leaned up like, hold on, okay, all right, you got my attention now. But man, came down. But Caleb threw on the fourth and third threw a slingshot fadeaway jumper to Jaden Walker, the rookie that didn't play all season pretty much.
All
Except
season, bro.
for preseason, he played like preseason, and he got known in preseason for making touchdowns, but also he had this dance where he just like kind of like air walking. And I'm like, got that touchdown. We down one. Everybody think we going for two. I was like, we can go for two, but I'm like, it don't have to. Thank God Ben Johnson ain't do that. Got the extra field goal, made it 16. 16. Then went in that overtime, bro. They pick heads. Once they pick heads, I was like, oh, tails never fails. We
Mm.
we end up getting the tails. We end up getting the kick. We was like, all right, we're gonna kick off instead. Let them come down. They made some couple good plays, like Malik Willis back up to the Bears. I mean, not the Packers quarterback threw a nice like little 20 yard, and 30 yard reception to one of the receivers. I'm like, oh shit, they starting to come down. And then on third and one, actually, he tried to do the little bootleg that he did early in the game and it worked out. But this time, I guess they had like a QB spy where TJ
Okay.
Edwards came in, stopped him at the one, so he didn't actually gained no yards. So it ended up being 4th and 1. And that's when the backup for your team, showed that like, he did it all game, but the snap between him and the center, like the backup never really gets, snaps with the starting center. So he dropped the ball, fumbled the ball. We ended up getting the ball, back in overtime. So any score can win, like defensively, or if we just come down and score with a field goal, touchdown, we get the ball, makes a couple plays. Kyle Malone got on 3rd and 3, good run, about like 10 yards. If he would have juked somebody pretty good, he could have, had it for a touchdown for about 34 yards. So,
Mm. Mm.
we set up the 1st and 10, and then, the football. I think it's just fate, bro. Like the football guys looking down on this, like that Montana
Man, it
money.
could have been in football, guys, but the way Caleb put it out there on the line,
It was woo
it
on the
was
rope.
beautiful. And he just, he caught it. And then to see the brother put his hands back in his warm was like, I did my job. All you gotta do is catch it. You
That's how I
know?
called it. Like he knew,
And
like,
then
oh,
when
let's
he
flip.
caught it and came down, he did that. I was like, man, he should did like that. Like he putting his hands to the fire and everything.
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Staying
So,
hot out here. Staying hot out here. I'm hot out here, man. But beautiful, beautiful catch at the end. Beautiful catch at the end by DJ Moore to haul it in and end the game on a hell of a catch, man.
man.
I don't know how many times you'll see that or how many times we did see that during the course of the year, but I think that was one of the best ways to end the game. And that was probably one of the catches of the year, not just for the Bears and DJ Moore, but for the league as well. They got to put that one up there. And it
Yeah.
seems like he had two of those so far this year. Well, no, yeah, one that was a game winner, but the other one he just caught as a touchdown to, I guess put them up. I can't remember what it was,
Mhm.
but in between the two defenders and everything. But salute to the man. It's a quarterback out there playing, bro.
Got a quarterback, got a good coach. It's just having the right structure around it. And I was actually watching a video how like this dude broke down like a year ago, like literally like a year ago between like it started with the Hail Mary against the Washington Commanders where we lost that game. And then the Detroit game, a couple of games like we just lost badly. Like, but the Detroit game in on Thanksgiving where he didn't call timeout when he needed to. Those are two games that showed like we need to get rid of the coaches that we had, and it just broke down like we had like a running back coach that resigned because of like some he was inappropriate with some, I guess either coworkers or like people texting
Mm.
some weird stuff to some girls. And then if nobody remembered that we had a defensive coordinator named Alvin Williams, he resigned like or got let go before we let go our offensive coordinator and coach. He got let go because of some weird stuff too. So I was like, just all around last year was just bad for like Caleb. Like he
Mm-hmm.
inherited like Matt Eberflus, the offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. So I guess the running back coach and the defensive coordinator were just some freaks or some weirdos, or dealing with allegedly like dealing with these you know some
These issues
inappropriate
that they
things.
were having, yeah. And not
Oh,
only that, but I'm gonna throw that in there. There was Justin Fields who had to deal with some of this stuff too. But keep
oh
going,
yeah. No, yeah,
keep going.
never. And with Justin Fields, that's why I never like killed him for the things. Cause
I didn't
like
either.
when he got there, like they stripped the team down of like everything. Like we traded away Roquan Smith, David Montgomery went to Detroit. Like we gave away all our best players, and we gave
Hmm.
him the bare minimum of nothing, and he made what he could with the with the coaches and the team that he had. But with this one, they actually figured it out. They let go Eberflus, got Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson wanted the job just as much as we wanted him. We got one of the fire or like most wanted coaches out there in the NFL, and it's man it's changed tremendously so this year right now. So
I was worried about them picking a coach, man, because to me it seems like Eric Bieniemy would have been like the perfect guy. You know?
that's the thing. Eric Bieniemy is our running back coach.
Oh, he's with the Bears.
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
right.
know that.
Yeah, cause like so that's the thing. Like
Wow, I did not know that. So I know people like yeah, they probably gonna go crazy. Like, what you mean? You know,
no,
I did not know that. So you got two offensive coordinators on us. Yo, that's okay. Keep on going.
so that like it showed like when he brought this team like his coaching together. Like I was like, I didn't know who Declan Doyle was. I guess he came from the Broncos last year, and he's like the offensive coordinator. I guess he's solid or smart enough like Ben Johnson to throw some plays in there. But Ben Johnson, I just knew what he did to Trey. Like, all right, that's enough. But then getting Al Harris for the DB's coach, he's make a tremendous like change. 'Cause, like I remember when he was not remember he was in Dallas, but coaching for the Dallas, they had Trayvon Diggs and them. They had some of them. And, Darius Bland had some of the
Mm.
most interceptions in the league. I'm like, so he actually that carried over to him, and that's why we got the most turnovers.
Because
But
I thought Eric Bieniemy was either with Washington or he had went to college or something like that.
right, he did. So like he ended up going to he was Kansas City. Then he went to I think he went to Washington. And
Yeah.
they had like a bad year because he was offensive coordinator. He wasn't a coach. So I
Mm-hmm.
think whoever the coach was, it didn't work out. And then he did go to college for like a year or two.
Mm.
So and then when this year when the Bears went through their coaching search, cause my guys was saying like we should get Eric Bieniemy. I'm like, thing is I would have been down with that like a couple years ago, but like I heard like in between since he left Tennessee, like he wasn't that nothing that great of an offensive coordinator, but it's just he definitely a certain kind of coach that you gotta get used to, and a certain type of like aggressive or tenacity that he bring. But he used to be a running back, so it's like him being a running back coach. I just think it just fits well for him anyway. But they said what happened in Washington wasn't that great for him. Like they ain't give him the best like situation either though. So, but I was like, oh, if with Ben Johnson not being the real coach, you got Dennis Allen, who's a defensive coordinator, who was a coach for the Saints, and his defense was good when under him. So like, okay, so you got a coach that used to be the head coach, so he kind of know how it go like to run a organization and like how it should be, but like he could chime in, but like there's a reason why he's not a head coach too.
Yeah, you got lead, but I'll say this: you got leaders in the room, which guys that know how to do the job. I'm not sure what level they have won at, but you got guys who know how to push their players and
Right.
get their players up to do certain things and get out there and perform at a high level. So it's good to have those guys in the background with you and helping you plot that out. So when you in your war room or whatever they call it, getting the game plan together, offensively and defensively, you guys can talk about those things and then you separate and you go do what you need to do on offense, defense, and everything like that. But everybody's in that room, they're plotting out that game plan for the week, for that one game where you need to be consistent and everything needs to be aligned for that game. So salute to the Bears, but you can keep on going. It's all
No,
on
yeah.
you, Playboy.
So yeah, just getting the actual like coaching staff that like got good, coaches that know what they're doing
Mm-hmm.
and can all be on the same page. It's definitely helped us a lot in our season this year, but also the players stepping up into and accepting the coaching and
Mm-hmm.
balling out. Like there was a
Mm-hmm.
few weeks ago when DJ Moore wasn't getting the ball enough. People saying we need to trade him or get rid of him. But these last two games without our top, not our other two receivers and Luther Burden and Roman Dunze, he stepped up tremendously and like showed us like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's why we got him and like why we haven't been using him like that every game. So
He should have been getting used like that. I'm not no. What I know about DJ Moore is he's a tall, bigger guy than Rome Odunze. That's what I was told. So from
Yeah,
me hearing that and knowing that he's a more of a bruiser going down the field, why
yeah.
not just use the guy? You know, Rome is, I'm guessing, a faster, more sleek guy when it comes to going down the field.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. We got that. We got him. He's a fast guy and everything. Use that. But DJ Moore is right there. Open the game up. Open the game up, man. Make sure everything is working. Making sure
Yeah,
all cylinders are clicking. You know, the engine, all the parts are working, the muffler, all that. Get everything working so you don't have to worry about a bailout here and there. You got guys that can go down the field and it puts the defense on their heels because they get, yo, we can't do a cover on just one. Like we really got to match up well with these guys going down the field or running their routes and slots and everything like that. Because any one of them can break for a big play or go home, take it to the house. So I would like to see them do more of that. But for now, well, it's working, which is good. But you don't always want to think you can come down to those situations and be Brett Favre and gunsling everything into the end zone or make those type of plays. You know, remember we don't live in that era. These guys are faster. They can get to the ball a lot faster. They can make those type of reads. And you don't want to just throw caution to the wind every time through the course of a game. And I'll leave it at that. Salute to the Bears for winning the game, man. A hell of a game.
yep,
I
yep.
was watching that game when I saw the ending of it. I was like, man, this is a crazy season to be watching. Like I said, the Bears have a quarterback. That's what they needed. You got some decent wide receivers. Now it's all about just meshing everything together and going further. I see on the other TV shows and podcasts are asking, can this team go to the Super Bowl? Can this team go to the Super Bowl? Yeah,
Mhm.
just like eight other teams can go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
It just has to be the perfect mixture of preparation and timing, and that's what they say. What's it called? Preparation is what? When preparation meets what? What is it?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Is it when preparation meets?
Hard when preparation meets hard work. I think they call that luck, but it's not luck. You know, it's the amalgamation of doing what you were supposed to do and being ready. That's all it is. Preparation, doing what you're supposed to do, and preparation. That's all it is. And then they mesh together and they create this cataclysmic event where the perfect thing happens or that thing that you needed to happen happens. Boom. Sports Punch, we back with another episode, y'all. What's going on, Keith? Where we at?
Yeah. But let's talk about your boy SGA and the Thunder, man. With some
We could talk
Spurs.
about them, but the Spurs is doing a remix on their ass right now. I think they done won 3 games over the
Yeah,
OKC Thunder so far
in
this
two
year,
weeks.
and that's fine. But let me say this as well: we still know who the championship team is, right?
True.
Right? We do know the team who has the most playoff experience in the past couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. I love what Wimby is doing. I love what was it Vassell and Castle and all those guys are doing. DeAndre Fox. I love what those guys are doing. They got great wing players. Everybody's over like 6'5" or whatever. And then you throw Wimby in there. He's a foot taller than everybody. So I love what I'm seeing. And he's been putting on a hell of a performance. But those guys are playing great basketball together as a team. And the other thing is they match up well with OKC when you're looking at them. Like
Yeah.
when you look at that team, they don't look bad against them. It's like, okay, y'all got Chet, but we got something way better than a Chet Holmgren. We got a Wemby. We got the real unicorn. Y'all got SGA. Well, we got Castle or Vassell over here, and it's just like a great matchup all the way around. And they play dog style ball. They get out there and they ball, man. So I love what I'm seeing. Shea is a better no. Y'all got Shea Butter over there. We got DeAndre Fox.
That's the thing. Like DeAndre Fox, he a killer too. So
He
like
a
people
killer
kind of
too.
forgot, like not forgot, but like when he was with Sacramento and all
Oh
them, he was
yeah.
balling.
The only
So
thing is Shea is a lot more consistent than it. So if it ever comes down to that, there may be a thing where um I just like the matchup. I think it's good, man. But I'm still not gonna take my other running horse out of there, man. I still think Denver is still one of those top
oh
teams
no,
that you have to pay attention
so
to.
Denver, yeah, they still up there. Like I'm
Hmm.
gonna talk about them later, but like I'm just saying,
Go
like
ahead, do your thing. Do your
the
thing.
SBA though, like the Thunder and Spurs gearing up to be probably the next like 5, 10 year long decade rivalry. Because that's what the NBA needs, like rivalry, like the people that really don't like each other, really don't rock with each other. fighting for the same thing. And the last, like literally, they played three times in the last 2 weeks. The first one was semifinals in the NBA Cup game. Spurs won that one. They went to the championship, lost to the Knicks. But then they played against San Antonio on Tuesday. That was a great game. Started off back and forth. You were saying SJ was going to blow them out the water, but it was a close game. The first quarter, second
Mm-hmm.
quarter,
Mm-hmm.
and third quarter it was pretty close still. To that fourth quarter, got away from them. But like, I mean, like you said, they really matched up really well. But the way they defended SGA in that team is other teams gonna probably start using it or a little bit more and just like trying to make it tougher for them. But
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
Thunder, I mean, it was bound to happen. Like I don't think they was gonna just go out there and just take the record, even though they could. It's just I think he was gonna catch up to them at some point with the mileage on the legs from over going to the straight into the summer, then coming right back. But they're
Yeah,
young
it
kids
does
though.
take a toll on you. But, we talk about guys who are 24, 23 to 27 years old when you're talking about OKC, and I'm guessing that the Spurs are somewhere around the same age bracket as well. So it's gonna be nice to see. And I'm not sure. Do we really have any rivalries in the NBA these days? Like I know there's old rivalries that they're trying to get to
Right.
spill over or rekindle and everything like that, but
Mhm.
to actually have a rivalry out there, I don't really see it. We live in an era now where these guys, everybody just wants to hoop and ball and go on about their business. So if you know of a rivalry, you can name them off, man, because I'm missing out on them. I'm not noticing it.
No, like besides, like you said, like the old ones, like the Lakers and Celtics, which don't seem to be getting as much love or praise like it used to right now, especially with, like Tatum out. But as of right now, no, I mean you still got the Knicks versus Sixers. They kind of still have a rivalry. Actually, I think they actually played a couple days ago, not too long ago. But yeah, there's nothing really that stand out like maybe Knicks Detroit or Knicks and like I said, like I said, Sixers. But um, I can't even say the Bulls versus Heat or anything. But right now, that's why I think OKC and Spurs need to be one, and then I guess where anywhere KD go in the Warriors is going to be always going to be one or some shit like that. But yeah, none that's like nobody like want to go see and like this is we're gonna look for like Melo versus Bron or
Mm-mm.
CP3 versus Steph or Steph versus LeBron. I mean, you kind of had that, not recently, as far as rivalry, but that's kind of weighing down because they both getting older.
Yeah, I don't really see anything that I would say is a respectable rivalry in the league right now. And that's no diss to any of the players. It's just that this group of players, this era of players, they all want to hoop and either get along or they all just want to hoop and just get out the way. That's what I'm seeing. There's nothing wrong with that, but
You know?
here's the other thing about this type of NBA that we're seeing um in the current decade or era that we're or the time that we're living in.
Yeah,
The refs are not letting them have that type of toughness or rough going on the court. Like you're not seeing that spill over into the games and everything. They're keeping
nah,
everything as clean as possible. So you don't see these players really showing like major aggression. Like they drive into the cup and they fouling each other and everything, but you're not seeing guys show real rivalries or throwing elbows at each other and things like that, or really a broken nose here and there. You're not really seeing that. It may get chippy here and there on the court and everything, but we're not really seeing these guys have real bad blood with one another. And they know when they go in at this game, their superstar, two superstars are both going for 30, 40, 50 points. We're not seeing that right now in this era. We're seeing guys just go out there, they're gonna hoop, they're gonna ball. If they can keep the games close, they're gonna keep the games close. If they can blow you out, they're gonna blow you out. But I'm not really seeing anything that says uh it's a rivalry. No Lakers, Celtics. Like we know the old school rivalries, Bulls, Knicks, Sixers, stuff like that. Bulls, Pacers. We know like they didn't like each other during the course of the season, and then during the playoffs they turned it up against each other. We know that, but I'm not seeing anything in this era of basketball that says, these teams don't like each other, and I gotta tune in tonight. So that's just me giving my take on it.
yeah, I agree. And
Sadate on the penny side.
it ain't been too much going on. And I mean, like it's the referees is like. depending on like what crews put together, like some of them might let you play a little bit, but like I said, it ain't the aggression or like them fights or not a fight, but just like totally bullying around and just like
Hmm.
showing some
Yeah.
some thug in them a little bit. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of bad blood out there when they out there on the court, man.
uh, but it's all good though. I mean, hopefully as games keep going, there will be some. But let's talk about the NBA games and NFL games on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Starting
Yeah.
off, like I got up, got me some nice little champagne, cracking, busting, mimosa ready. But the first game was a classic game. A great way. That's how like this started off. Like because NBA been kind of crying about, or people from the NBA been crying about like how the NFL added Christmas games to their schedule on Netflix. They did. I think they started officially next last year, or maybe that's last.
I think it was them or Amazon Prime or something that they did
Yeah,
last year. I know they had games out there. But like I said, wherever they feel the need and they can take over, they're gonna take over, man. The Shield want them days. The Shield wants those days, brother.
yeah. But the thing is with this one is like it's tough because like you praying that like the teams that you pick for these games this late in the season have healthy players or good teams because like look at all the games that they had on that day. You had Cowboys versus Commanders, Cowboys out of the playoffs like officially. So really no real incentive to want to play like, a real game instead of like physically. And then you got the Commanders, no Jaden Daniels, kind of mainly a hurt team.
No real reason for them to really be playing or playing for anything. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
that's
if you look at the score, 30-23, you would think that it was like a pretty solid game or back and forth, but it was mainly 24-10, or three for most of the game.
yeah. Well, the
It's about half.
Cowboys made a game out of it. Well, I say both teams made a game out of it. I really didn't wasn't watching that game. I did turn it on here and there. I did turn it on and here and there I was looking at it, but I was getting myself ready and I was sleeping and on my phone and everything like that. So I was watching some other TV show called 61st Street, which takes place in Chicago as well. It's two seasons and it's really good. I finished both seasons. So it's a good show. But that game really didn't mean anything. There was no implications of how things would turn out in the NFL for any of the other teams out there that are in the playoffs right now, as far as I know. So that was a game I kind of just like, yeah, and I kind of just was in and out with that game,
Yeah.
walking around, doing whatever I was doing.
Yeah, well, 11 o'clock, you had the Celtics versus, I mean, not Celtics, the Cavaliers versus Knicks. This is Spire Mitchell. He from New York originally, born and raised. He a big Mets fan and all that stuff. So him coming to Madison Square Garden on Christmas was a thing, a storyline. The Knicks, one
Mm-hmm.
of the best teams in the East, 21-9 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, great, pretty much in the Mecca right there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Great
sir.
duel. Basically, the Cavs was number one seed last year, I believe. So it was like two supposedly good teams. Cavs like 17-15 right now, though. So they kind of like above that 500 line. But really
Mm-hmm.
good game. Like Cavaliers came was giving it to the Knicks in the first three quarters, pretty much. They was up. Spire was going crazy. He had 34 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. It was a good back and forth around the third, fourth quarter. That's when Jalen Brunson and them, Karl Anthony Towns started balling out, giving them some game, giving them some go. And then about that fourth quarter, the Knicks came all the way back. I think they was down by like a good like 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then, made it a game and then, took it home, winning that game. A great thrilling game for like a great start off to the Christmas games for the NBA
Mm-hmm.
compared to the NFL. Like I'm pretty sure that even if they bring out the viewing numbers, like maybe the football will have more, but like let's be real, the quality of the games was not that great, and it could make you want to like, all right, let's not put too many games on Christmas Day to
Thank
be
God they
valuable.
didn't because it's too much. It's too much. I think they should just let the NBA have that day, let them rock out with their cock out and do what they do
Yeah,
on the Christmas, and have that Saturday because you still had just have that Saturday. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
it seems like the NFL, the Shield, y'all trying to be gluttonous with y'all movement right now, and I understand that, but let them guys eat over there in the NBA. You know what I mean? Let them rock out as well. Y'all gonna have that Saturday, and the NBA gonna have games on, but we already know that more people are probably going to tune in to the football games anyway. So, but that's
Yeah.
just me thinking, especially like
It,
on a day like today, where there are two games on, and there are implications in the playoffs.
mhm.
You got the Texans and the Chargers playing at 3:30 p.m. And then you got the Ravens Packers, which may determine where the Packers fall at, unless they're completely done. We can just cancel them out and say they're done with the playoff run, making it into the playoffs. But
No,
those are two
they. Oh, good. I was
those
gonna
are two
say,
games with some type of vested interest. But go ahead, you got it.
but so that's like the competition right there. Like the next game was the Lions and Vikings game. Now, after the Bears beat the Packers last week, we had to see if the who was it? So it was the Lions versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Hmm.
if the Steelers beat the Lions, the Bears would have punched their ticket in the playoffs. Like they would clinch a playoff berth no matter what. So they would be in the playoffs. So that's after we beat the Packers on Saturday, we had to
Hmm.
rely on Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Lions to get us officially in the playoffs. But the Lions, I mean, they needed to win this game pretty much. They had to win out to even consider in the playoffs and things go some way. They'll go their way. So they ended up losing that game on a crazy like last minute should have like not should have been touchdown because Ron St. Brown pushed off for Jalen Ramsey. They called offensive pushing
They
or
did, but that game seemed like Detroit was in bad straits from probably about the second quarter on. Like it just seemed like at some point the Vikings were going to be able to pull that game out. I didn't see any dominance by golf in that offense or anything. It seemed like there were so many players who were injured that were limping off the field or trying to play through hurt and pain that it didn't seem like it was going to go their way. It's interceptions and fumbles and tip passes. There's a lot of that going on in my opinion that kind of made that game to me while I was watching it, and then I got away from that game. I was like, yo, cuz I don't think I can watch it. It looked like the Vikings, no matter how sorry this looks as a game, it doesn't
yeah.
seem like the Lions are gonna get a hold of this game and put their stamp on it and say, "Yo, we this is the way this game is really gonna go. We're gonna rock out this way. We're gonna win and we're gonna go home." And just seemed like the Vikings just hung around and they made plays and they made plays and they made plays and they were able to sneak one in, sneak one past them. But keep on going, keep on going.
No, that's they just like the Vikings showed up, wanted to play like they, the Lions. You could say like, it's like they didn't want it. Like they was playing with their food. They didn't want to take this win. I thought for sure, like I knew since it's a division game that it could go the Vikings way. But I'm like, in a way, the Detroit Lions gonna go out this way. But man, they lost 23-10 to the Vikings, losing to the Steelers the week before on a play that could have been a crazy touchdown win for them, but it ended up being a loss because of a PI call. So it's just like
Hmm.
they went out sad this year. Like they just literally they're out of the playoffs. Like they just them two losses kicked them out of the playoffs. So we play them next week again in Chicago. It won't mean nothing for them. For us, maybe it'll be either fighting for a number one spot in the NFC period or, nothing really. Because if we win this game against the 49ers, we'll get the NFC North. But
What did it look like? What do you think it look? Well, should we go into that, or you got something else you want to talk about?
and around that time, there was a Spurs and Thunder game. Another
Okay,
game. There was an OKC this game.
okay.
So I thought, this is going to be a home cooking, and it started off that way. SGA came out rolling, offensively for the team. They was up, and then third, fourth quarter, Spurs came through and just kind of like locked it down a little bit more on defense.
Hmm.
And just the way they play, like they make Wemby come up and be in SGA face on offense. So it's like he gotta make other people, be the star on their team. And it's been kind of like usually last year that was like a thing. Like even if he didn't get off, you still had Jalen Johnson, you still had Alex Caruso or Chet. But making them try to have to make plays is it's stifling them on these last few games. But they're the only team that's beating them 3-0 this. I think they only got what,
Three
five
games,
losses?
3 games.
They only lost 5 games and three of them to Spurs. So the Spurs got their number for sure. But a great game
They got
after the
their number for now. They
for
got their
now.
number for now.
But you're gonna have to be worried about that at some point, maybe later, because They both like they really just match up really well. So 2 for 2 on the games for the NBA on the Christmas list. The Mavericks and Warriors game, solid game. You know, you had Cooper Flag versus Jimmy, not Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry and them. This game was in and out, but I was with the family around this time watching, eating
Okay.
more and talking. So,
Okay.
but it was a solid game. But you know, one of those games is like lackluster. One is great as the first two, but you know, pretty decent game. And then the Lakers played the Rockets. This was a tough game to watch for the Laker fans. KD 25 points, 8 assists. Luka Doncic 25 points, 7 assists. Great duel between them two, but I don't know about the Lakers. Like they 19-10, they ain't nothing to cry about yet. But like they defense gotta get a little bit better,
Mhm.
and they got Austin Reeves out right now. So
Okay, so what's wrong with Austin Reeves? Because I was wondering the other game. I think Luca or Braun was out, and it was like the score was they lost a game like a couple of days ago. That was like real bad, and I was like, what happened to Austin Reeves and DeAndre Ayton playing out there? Like, what happened?
I forgot what it was that Austin Reeves got hurt for, but I just thought that he's gonna be like getting reevaluated in like 2 to 4 weeks. So
Okay.
they can't really afford to lose him right now. But Luka Doncic just came back against the Rockets, so they was out. He was out the last couple games before that. So it was just been LeBron, and they've been saying like LeBron just ain't been playing, the defense as well, or having to rely on him being a 41-year-old is tough for the team. But I've been trying to say, hey, that team ain't always finished themselves, but they got a nice little record right now. But we'll see how it goes in the next stretch for them. But the Rockets came through, bust their ass by like what 20 points.
Mm.
So good Christmas Day stomping. And then the last game for the NFL on
Talk
Christmas
about
Day,
talk about it.
Broncos versus Chiefs.
Hmm.
Another game. Back to the Viking game, they played without JJ McCarthy, so they had a backup, which
That Brasmer went out there and played. He was okay.
so
Um,
with this game, Chiefs, they lost this, Pat Mahomes, and they lost their backup Gardner Minshew, who tore his ACL. So 2 back-to-back weeks where they lost their quarterbacks to ACL tears. So they brought some dude named Luma Day or something. I don't know, but this no sorry to disrespect to not know your name, but some guy. I guess he did solid for them, but they lost 20-13, so it wasn't like a blowout on the Broncos end, but another one of those games where it's like,
question to you: what are the chances that Justin Jefferson stays a Minnesota Viking?
man, shit, how many years he got left?
I don't know.
It would depend on like what they do this offseason, like because Kevin O'Connell, I think, is a solid coach, a great offensive coordinator or coach, whatever. But I mean, are you gonna stick with JJ or are you gonna try to go get somebody else? Because I mean, JJ's
I don't
shown
care who you
flashes.
go get. I think JJ should leave. I think the JJ I'm talking about, Justin Jefferson, should leave. I think he should go to play with the boy. You want to go to purple? Go to a real purple team. Go over there and hoop out with my man's over there, Lamar. Go hoop with Lamar. I think it's
That's
needed
what
over there.
I feel like Lamar just needs a legit number 1 receiver.
That's it.
He'll make life better. So if he gets
That's
somebody Justin
it.
Jefferson, that could kill the league right there. But it depends on how much money the Ravens got. That's the only thing. Is like they ain't one of those teams that's known to be like splurging money or like just spending bread. Like they pretty smart with their money and like finding better options for cheaper. So it depends on how much they really want. I think he gonna go in there this offseason saying like, hey, find me somewhere or go get a quarterback that's like I can rely on.
All right,
You
so
just
let me find it real quick. I got it. I put it up. The Minnesota Vikings have signed Justin Jefferson to a 4-year, 140 million contract extension that includes 110 million guaranteed. Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported on Monday, per sources. This goes back to June 3rd, 2024. All right. Jefferson
Mhm.
announced the news on social media, quelling any Minnesota worries by confirming he finally signed the deal I have been waiting for since I was a little kid. The Vikings soon after announced the news. The three-time Pro Bowler's massive extension not only resets the wide receiver market, but makes Jefferson the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Jefferson's new deal puts an end to end. to an offseason saga that grew wary with rumors while several wideouts were handed big contracts up until this point, including those of Detroit's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Philadelphia's A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miami's Jalen Waddle, Houston's Nico Collins, Indianapolis's Michael Pittman, and Calvin Ridley, Tennessee's free agent splash. With a new salary of 35 million per year, Jefferson tops Browns market-setting deal signed in April and surpasses San Francisco's Nick Bosa as the league's highest-paid non-QB in the league. Now under contract through the 2028 season, Jefferson also receives 89 million fully guaranteed at signing. Pelissero added. So that sucks.
Yeah, so he and if they, I mean, unless they really just think he gonna be like a distraction to the team, he
Yeah, he gonna
so
be there for a while, pimp. They gave him big parts of his money. So
big money. Yeah,
damn it, man. He gonna be locked in over there for a little bit. Well, that sucks.
unless they find a suitor, they're just gonna get him for whatever and a bunch of picks and stuff.
Well,
But
there goes my help for the brother over there.
for Lamar, yeah. But if he
Yikes.
goes somewhere like if he come back where like we'll go to Kansas City where like Pat is at, ooh wee, that he dynasty back on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All they missing over there is a receiver, a top tier receiver. That's all they missing over there.
But
But
game of the night on Christmas though ended up being probably a Christmas classic. The
okay.
Timberwolves versus Nuggets.
Talk about
Game
it. Talk
went
about it.
overtime, 142 to 138. That my Nikola had Joker had 56 points, 16 rebounds, 15 assists, a 56-point triple double. He
Ooh.
that's some man. I don't know, man. Like he talking his way up into like that GOAT status of like
I'm
being
trying
one
to
of the
tell
best
you.
shooters of all time.
I'm trying to
But that
tell you.
game was a game that was busting. Like this last few games that I've been seeing from Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've been in. Man, Anthony Edwards had 44 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, 3 steals. So like two All-Star games, like that could be low key another. I ain't gonna say rivalry. I think that's gonna be more established in the playoffs if they ever meet.
Yeah, I think they do have a little bit of a rivalry going on, with those two teams.
But
Uh,
man, that was a great game. Went to overtime. Joker was going crazy. That's I think not the first player, but like he had like a little fro going, or he had like his hair was high. That man put up 56 in the triple double. That man got a buzz cut. By the time he got to the press conference post game, he had a straight buzz cut going. So that man dropped 50 in the triple double. He's like, I'm getting my hair cut on y'all real quick.
it's listen, that is a team that's gonna be there until they're not there anymore. So you always have to be aware of them and pay attention to them. I'm always gonna pay attention to them. And with the way that the Lakers are playing, maybe I'll be paying attention to them, but I'm definitely paying attention to Spurs,
Denver, yeah.
Thunder, and Denver.
Yeah, and they won with like two or three of their starting players not playing. No Aaron
Mm,
Gordon, no Cam
mm.
Johnson. So I was like, man, he did that
And he
without less
still got
help.
a dub.
Still got a dub
That was
on
it.
a
Was that
team
his first 50-point game? I'm guessing that was. Do you know?
this year, maybe, but not ever. No, ever no.
Okay.
But like, as
So
far
he
as
has
this
had
year,
50-point
no.
games before.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they would have talked about that way more than. But yeah, 56 triple double, classic game. Just made the NBA, look good even more that night, that whole day. NBA, y'all won this round of Christmas games as far as quality of watching and like keeping me interested. NFL, y'all took an L this on this one, but maybe the ratings will come out and show that y'all had way more. I mean, you saw Netflix, and that's another thing. Like, I see what the NBA did this year, because usually NBA like on Christmas they'll have like the first two games, maybe three games on ABC, ESPN, and then they'll have like the last couple games like on ESPN only.
Hmm.
This game 5 games all on ABC, all boom boom boom. You didn't have to turn no channel. You made sure it was accessible to everybody that could watch it, just like the NFL did with the Netflix. Like everybody damn near got a Netflix, so you can watch that game anytime. So I see that there's little chess moves being made. Mogs trying, and that's the thing. Like those games for the NFL, they it looked good on paper, but the way the season went and the player that was hurt in each game, the key players that was hurt in each game,
Hmm.
took away from it, took away from the loss, the lust, and the NBA came through actually on some great games on NBA for Christmas and won. But this whole week of games for NBA since Tuesday was busting. They had the Knicks versus Timberwolves, Christmas games, Dallas versus Nuggets. That was a great game. But my Bulls though, my Chicago Bulls, they on
Talk
a
about them
five
Bulls.
game.
How them Bulls looking? How them Bulls looking?
They on a 5 game winning streak.
All right,
Got
all right.
just got back at 500, so they're 15-15. It was looking a little ugly where
They
it was
was
like,
on.
oh,
They was on.
it was
They was
on.
on.
But what it was that for the 5 game winning streak, everybody's healthy. Like we got our full lineups now, and our team is a team that like everybody has a role. And if anybody is missing for like a long period of time, except for like maybe 1 or 2 games, that could throw our whole thing off. So like for us to be a solid good team, we gotta be relatively healthy, but
Hmm.
also just play some good ball. But so like everybody literally have their role. So like if you take away this one person, some other players might not do the thing that he do that keep the team winning. So actually we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers twice back to back, and we beat the I said Atlanta Braves, Atlanta
The
Hawks.
Atlanta Braves. No, sir. He switched sports on us, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen.
Deion Sanders and his mom. Um,
Hmm.
so Atlanta Hawks back to back in the Atlanta. Like we had 1-1 in Cleveland and Chicago, I think. And then back to back against Atlanta. That's 4 straight. And then we just beat 76ers, another good team that's in the East. 5 good straight wins to me. Five, and then we needed that because we was number 11, 10. Now we 9. We just gotta keep going. We play the Milwaukee Bucks tonight, and I swear to God, I'm telling you, the Chicago Bulls is the team that everybody make their comeback against. Anybody
Yeah.
that's been hurt from their teams, like the star player or their key role players, always like they be hurt all the way until they come. The Bulls on the schedule like, oh, I'm gonna make my comeback this game.
Now
Giannis ain't play.
sit down, Giannis. Sit
Giannis
down.
ain't played in about 2-3 weeks.
Sit down,
I'm
Giannis.
thinking this week like, we should have a
No,
little.
sit down, Giannis. Sit down. Rest them legs. Keep
He
them
want to come,
legs up.
but if he coming back to show like, hey, I'm trying to come to the Bulls. I'm gonna show y'all this work. You
No,
come
you ain't
get
gotta do
me.
nothing. Sit your ass down, man. Sit your
Come
tall,
get
lanky
me.
ass down, man. We don't want you to play. We don't want you to exhaust yourself or hurt
But yeah, I'm
or
like every
compound that
time
injury. We good.
he would come back against us. Like can't make it. I mean, I would love to get a win against him in the game. So if we get that, that'd be great. But it's just funny how every time somebody get hurt, they come back against us. I swear to God, it happens
And have a
every
great
time.
game too. And have a great game.
Be the deciding factor, damn near. But it's been a good week for the NBA this whole week. Good games. Motherfuckers been hooping. Andy Edwards, Nikola Jokic, KD, Doncic. Flag starting to get it going a little bit. He's starting to show a little, growth.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Warriors, they had a little thing this early in this week when I guess Draymond walked off from the bench on Steve Kerr cussing him out and stuff, but they do that, yearly it seemed like. So
Do you think all this trade talk about him is gonna happen, or do you think he'll end his career as a Warrior?
it depends. Like if something happened in the playoffs where he like because he kind of had like messed up their like dynasty a little bit. Like he drove away Kevin Durant. He drove away Jordan Poole, who was supposed to be like your next like youth for your team and like inject the youth for that team. But he drove away him. Shit, Steve Kerr could be next, or I ain't gonna say Klay Thompson. He drove away Klay Thompson, but I, Clay wasn't happy when Dre would do these things and get suspended or like hurt the team detrimentally on the court to
Steph
where
ain't
it
like
had
it either.
true. But Steph, no, he needed Draymond on the team or like a Dennis Rodman goon, like because he ain't finna do it. So it's just how they just saying like should Draymond leave or like is he kind of like done it? I mean he do one thing like regular season. This is regular season. This is whatever. He came back and played the next game and everything. No budge. They won. No crazy stuff. So it's like that'll happen. he is 35 years old, and he do be acting like a little baby sometimes when it comes to that, like stuff like just like dog, you won 4 championships. Why you so? But I understand it's a competitive game, but I think if he do something in the playoffs where it costs him something, he could be gone. But I don't. I think he gonna stick with Golden State.
And if you want to talk about hard-nosed guys, I mean, I think that's one of the few people in the league that are like that. We don't have too many. Who else could you point out as like a rough type of guy? Not tough, but rough type of guy. Because I think you got to be tough to just play that game or any sport. You got to be tough to play any sport and go out there and even while you're hurt and injured, go out there and still give it your all. But that's most players. But I mean, what other team do you think would come calling for a guy like that?
Um, anything that's got a soft interior, that were just like just maybe a young team that could use the guidance or like information on like how to win and but with him like a player like him you need to have like players that's like scorers or shooters around him because like if you look at him to be like the main guy then your team will be
Mm-hmm.
ass tackler.
Yeah. Big time. Big time. You wouldn't even be able to escape it.
Like I could see him working in Denver like if he's like a little bit. I can see him come off the bench type stuff. Keep that ball rolling with that offense. But if he go to a team like Washington or I mean I ain't gonna say Hornets, but like I can see him helping the Hornets out. But like Washington calling him something that wouldn't work out.
I think if he ended up playing for any team out there that isn't the Warriors, I think it goes sideways, and then from that point, they would just kind of slowly slide him out of the NBA and continue to move on past him the same way they did with Melo and then the way they tried to do with what they worked on with Chris Paul and they've done it with other players the same way they're trying to treat Russell Westbrook and all these other guys out there. But yeah, um, Draymond is definitely needed. He is part of the creative force and enforcer on that offense for the Warriors, and he's done a great job over the years. Yes, he does have a temper, but as leaders of men, as guys who want to make sure that they guys are okay and guys who feel confident, someone has to be the guy that goes out there and pushes back figuratively and literally when there's things going on court. You need a guy like that to stand up and have that type of fire in his belly and get things done. So salute to Draymond Green. I know there was a conversation of him or Kenyon Martin, but in that situation right there, Draymond Green fits well because he doesn't need to average 18 to 19 points. He doesn't go out and maybe he does go out and grab 12 rebounds a game, but even if he doesn't, he facilitates. Would that have worked with him, Kenyon Martin, on the Warriors? Hell yeah, it would have worked. You would have had an
Oh
enforcer,
yeah.
a guy who's an actual
Oh
six
my
nine
God.
man, a guy who's an actual 6'9".
OT Kenny Martin.
Oh man, can you imagine that running a screen or a pick and roll with this guy and you miss him cutting to the
Mm-hmm.
rim and that ball just goes up 11 feet and he just ends up with his nuts on your back or you got another guy in the corner or he can shoot his jump shot. There's so many options when you got a guy
Locking
like
your
that.
shit down the court.
Oh man, slamming your shit off the backboard twice, just to show you that he can't dribble the ball off the backboard. Just doing things like that. Throwing the ball out there to your grandma who might be in the stands and stuff like that. It would have worked, but in this era of basketball, Draymond Green has it because it was a perfect setup for him. But Kenyon did make it to two NBA finals when he was with the New Jersey Nets, and he was a decent player out there. He was rough and rugged. He could score, he could defend, and he was an enforcer. Well, he was somewhat of an enforcer out there. So yeah, bang bang. Salute to Draymond Green. You do what works was asked of you and what's suitable for you in this era of basketball on that particular team.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Yeah. Want to make some predictions for these Sunday and Saturday games today and for the
Let's get
NFL?
to these predictions. Let's go.
All right, so it's just Thursday already happened. Cowboys beat the Commanders.
Hmm.
I probably would have picked the Cowboys on that one anyway. Vikings beat the Lions. I would have definitely picked the Lions. I can't believe the Vikings won that one as soundly as they did. And then Broncos versus Chiefs. Bum ass. Basically, all of them had backup quarterbacks. All the teams that. I know all teams that had a backup quarterback that lost.
Bo
So
Nix played.
and
Bo
Bo Nix
Nix was
played,
out there.
so
Bo Nix was out there going at it, man. He was doing his thing while he was out there.
so good wins by those teams. Shout out to the Vikings for knocking out the Detroit Lions for us. So we got to worry about them in the playoffs.
Yeah, fuck the
Just
Lions. Even though I did
the
want them to win, fuck the
yeah,
Lions.
me too. Like I like the team that they got over there, the players, the
Yeah.
coach. But it's just you know our
They got a
division.
lot,
Right?
yeah, they got a lot going on
Uh,
over there. You know, they got to figure that out.
I think one this game, this 3:30 games, is Texans versus Chargers. 10 and
Texans
5
versus
Texans.
Chargers.
Chargers 11-4 should be a really good game because the way the Texans been playing the last few weeks and the Chargers they've been playing. That's actually I think that might be a is that the, I don't know if that's the divisional game. I don't think so.
Is a division.
I know it's they both AFC, but I don't think they're in the same division. They might be. But anyway, it's definitely gonna be a seeding game for either one. So either way, um, who I think gonna win this game? This is tough.
Hmm.
Cause I rock with Justin Herbert, but I rock with CJ Stroud and that defense, like Demarco Ryan, the
Hmm.
coach.
D'Amico Ryan.
I man. And but every time I expect the Chargers to step up, they find a way to lose. But they've been balling the last couple weeks. Um, I'm gonna go with the Texans. I don't know why.
This is not in a divisional game because AFC West is where the Chargers are. The
Hmm.
AFC South is where the Texans are.
Gosh, I thought so. But those are two random teams where I can see they beat them the same division.
But the thing is, the Texans are 10-5, and the Chargers are 11-4.
But it's the thing is, like the Texans are on like I think a winning streak, like at least like a 5 game, 6 game winning streak, maybe. So I think they might be due a loss and probably will want a loss, just to get ready for the playoffs. But like they actually need to keep winning to like keep themselves in the wild card.
7-game win streak.
Mm. On the road, but the thing is, LA Chargers don't really have like a fan base like that because they share the same stadium with the Rams. So um, I see the Texas defense coming through and pulling off this win today. I like the Chargers. I like Keenan Allen. I like Lad McConkey. I like Justin Herbert. I like John Harbaugh. But I got the Texans on this one. I feel like they do a loss. I just think the defense gonna rise above
Hmm.
all. Who you got? Who you like?
I'm going with the Texans. I want the Texans to get that game. Justin
Got
Herbert is the obvious choice because of the way that they've been playing lately. They're on a 4 game win streak, but I like the camaraderie and the attitude of the team and the Houston Football Texans. So I'm gonna go with them, man. I like the way that the brother CJ Stroud is playing. He's showing different tools in his game that I haven't seen as far as being able to as far as me, like being able to be consistent, drive, get his team down the field, not pull off miraculous runs, but pull off in tight spots and be able to get and make certain plays that I wasn't able to see until now because I wasn't paying attention to CJ Stroud that
you.
much. But overall, from what I'm seeing, with Nico Collins out there, wasn't there a wide receiver that he was playing with though? Didn't
Yeah,
he have another one?
this is what was his name? He had a short like he was a young dude. He ended up getting hurt. Like I think no,
That's what it was.
he
Okay.
got hurt. He got shot, and then he came back last year, and he ended up like tearing his ACL or Achilles.
Mm.
He was actually pretty cold, but he was like a rookie, sophomore.
Okay, I didn't know that all that had happened to him, but to
Yeah,
have the guys that he has and be able to produce a good result, it's refreshing to see, man. That there are guys who can go out and they can just perform at a high level. But salute to Nico Collins and other guys that are out there playing. Nick Chubb, that are going out there and balling. I think was it. There he goes. Dalton Schultz as well if he's out there playing. Um, solid team, man. I'm gonna go ahead and stand behind the
actually.
Chargers for sure.
Wait, so you picking the Chargers or you picking the
Oh,
Texans?
I'm sorry. I am picking. Thank you for noticing that. I'm picking the Texans. The Texans. I got the Texans for the game. Houston
Gotcha.
Football Texans will win that game.
Gotcha. All right. And then 7 o'clock on Peacock, we got the Baltimore Ravens, 7-8 versus the 9-5-1 Green Bay Packers. The only caveat is both starting quarterbacks is not playing. No Lamar, no Jordan Love. Took away from this game a little bit, but
Oh,
you got Malik Willis for the Green Bay Packers and Tyler Huntley. They call him
for the Texans.
for the Ravens.
For the Ravens, I'm sorry. For the
So
Ravens. So
I
it's
mean, I'm
almost like
not.
this game don't really count for either one of these guys. Or the Packers are just like,
I mean, particularly there is great implications for for the Ravens. They have to win this game to be even still in playoff contention. If they lose this game, they're completely out. Like this is
but that's
their
fine.
need to.
I could see them hanging that up. There's not so for me for I would just shut Lamar down because he's done enough already this season. I would just shut it down. Um, I wouldn't be worried about them limping into the playoffs or anything like that. And even if they do get the game, is so what? You know, you're gonna have to dope Lamar up and hope that he can do something while he's already hurt, and then compound whatever injuries he has that could get him uh and even more pain and injury and suffering. And I don't want that as a coach, as a GM, and as a leader of men. I wouldn't want that. So I would scrap that. I wouldn't care about that. And, you know, and I know you want to get to the playoffs, but if I'm the Packers and I got Malik Willis in there, Malik Willis is in there because my main guy is hurt, but there's still a chance that I could still make the playoffs with a 9-5 record. I believe that they do have.
It was nine
Um,
five and one.
yeah.
And that was the thing with the Detroit game. Like since they lost against the Steelers last week, that it bounced us in the playoff for sure. But since they lost to Minnesota on Thursday, was that Thursday? Yeah. That clinched the playoff for the Packers, so they make the
Mm.
playoffs automatically. It's just really like it's kind of a thing. Like maybe is there a way for them to still get right? There's still a chance. Like if we was to lose against 49ers for them to get the division, but like
Mm.
if we win either one of these games, if we beat the 49ers or the Detroit Lions, we win the division. So basically, they got to win this game. But if they lose against the Ravens somehow today, we are NFC North champs.
Okay. All
So that's
right.
something to play for both teams. You know, like you said, it's probably the route they need to go for the Ravens is to shut down Lamar. Because even if they win this game, they still got to rely on the Steelers to lose a game. So
Shut it down for the Ravens. You know, I mean, if y'all gonna win, y'all gonna win. If y'all gonna go out there and ball out, you know, with the quarterback that's taking the field, go ahead, do your thing. Make the playoffs, do whatever it is y'all gonna do. Go through the wild card or however it's gonna go. But if on the Packers side of things, playing against the Ravens, you know, there's a little bit more for me to play for. And with my team may be a little bit more healthy. So, well, with all that said, all this jibber jabbers and jargon and ranting and raving and pontificating,
fuck the Packers.
man, fuck the Packers. I want the Ravens to win, but the Packers, man. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think the Packers going to win, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens
Yeah,
just for personal reasons that
I hear you.
I want the Bears to win in the NFC North tonight.
Ooh, that would be dope if the
Tonight.
if the if the Bears if the Packers could lose and the Bears get the division based on that game. So, with that said, I'm going with the Packers.
All right, got
I'm
the
gonna stay with
Ravens.
the Packers. I'm gonna stay with the Packers. But by the way, just in case nobody knew it, uh, fuck a cheesehead. You goddamn
And have you seen the
pieces of stinky cooking cheese. You stinky big back knick-knack patty whack. I watched that series about the dude in there. What's the name of that? To kill a murderer, to find a murderer. Man, that shit made me so upset watching that, man.
oh yeah stuff like that? Yeah, I gotta get
Ah,
it right in
man, how
my
the
mindset.
hell that man seemed innocent in the motherfucker? I still ain't finished it, man, because it was making me so upset. But anyway, moving on from there. Let's go. Keep on going, pimp.
And then so those are Saturday games. We
That's
get to the
Saturday. I'm
Sunday
sorry.
games.
I'm sorry.
Let's get to these trash bag games out the way.
Okay, let's get these trash bag
Boom.
juice games out the way. Let's go.
This is ultimate ass games. New Orleans Saints versus the Tennessee Titans. Both teams have been kind of winning the
Um,
last couple of weeks, but I'm gonna go with the Saints. They've been rolling a little bit. I think they're on a 4 game winning streak actually. So,
Saints versus Tennessee Titans. I got the New Orleans Saints.
and this dude Tyler Slow that the Saints drafted, he's starting to show like, all right, maybe he was a decent quarterback to pick, but I still would have picked him over. my boy Shador. But yeah, they 5-10. Maybe start to figure out some things for next year. Titans. I hope Cam Ward get a good coach and a good team so he can keep developing and they don't quit on him. But they're 3-12. But I got the Saints. Who you got?
I got the Saints for that game.
Okay, cool,
Rocking with
cool.
the Saints.
Uh, Cardinals versus Bengals. Another Asathon game potentially. I'm gonna
Cardinals,
roll.
Bengals.
I'm gonna roll with the Bengals because of three names: T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow. Unless they're not playing, but like if they playing,
If those
uh,
three guys are playing, I got the Bengals.
yeah. Cardinals is one of those teams that like
Ass.
they ask, but like they be in games. It's just they don't know how to win games. So it's like, and they dealing with a backup, and they got to figure out what they want to do with their quarterback next year with Kyler Murray. But I think they're gonna move on from him also.
I
But
think so. I think they move on or should move on from Kyler Murray.
yeah,
Unless there's something that we're missing where he doesn't have the right type of people around him to play. But then when you have to consider a guy who's 5'8", maybe 205 pounds or something like that, whatever they have him listed at, I still think, him coming off, I think, an ACL or Achilles injury or something like that. The majority of the plays for you are going to be geared towards you moving and moving downfield a lot. So because of that, you're probably going to be a lot slower, or it'll take a lot more out of you at that position, being the main guy. And they're going to probably want somebody who's a little bit more sturdier and who can do a lot more out there on the field. So I don't see him coming back next season. Maybe he will because the contract may be good for him and they had to pay him, so they want to make sure that they maximize whatever it is that they did give him. But I don't see him staying with that team and being a long tenure quarterback. That's just me.
nah, nah, yeah. I've seen him like he could be cold when he wants to, but like he sailed on a lot of throws and that end up being picks and just maybe not seeing the whole field all the way either. But yeah. Next game, 12 o'clock game. It's actually a divisional game, a heated rivalry as well. But teams that they probably going to be not too much worry into it. Steelers 9-6 versus the Cleveland Browns 3-12. My boy Shador could play in this rivalry game. Steelers need to pretty much I think if they win this game, they're in for like the division champs for them. They got the Ravens on their back, but that's all on the Ravens if they can win these next couple games. But I would love to get the Browns getting one more win for Shador to at least like lock them in for quarterback next year. Should be it's always the division games always should be close, but I can see this getting out of hand depending on. But no, oh yeah, DK Metcalf. You see what he did last week against Detroit Lions where he had shoved the fan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And supposedly he was saying like the guy was made some racial slurs and called his mom a c word. It rhymes with runt. Um, but the guy said he didn't say that. He just called him by his real name. The Kalen or Declan or something like that. So
Either
it
way,
was
we don't know because they haven't released the audio if there was any audio. And we know that there are over 360 cameras in those stadiums. So whatever was said, if they wanted to catch it and they wanted us to know about it, we would hear about it. But it seems like they don't want us to know what that conversation was between him and that guy. So because I don't know, I can't really say what I would want to happen, but I feel like, well, not I feel like what from what I saw. That should have been a situation where he walked away from because the guy got his wig down over his face. You can't really see what he's saying. You can't make out the words with your own eyes. And what you can see, Metcalf clearly point up to him and then try to shove him or whatever it
yeah.
was. So
They was just trying to make sure he punched him, slapped him. Like
and
no, he just grabbed him.
that's a great way to end up in a lawsuit because everything is going against you at that point in time. So
Exactly. So yeah, definitely as a player, you should like, all right, man, you should already know not to even touch a fan. But like these fans do be saying some crazy stuff.
they do.
So like, I
And we know
mean,
the N word is one of the biggest things that they love to say. So
exactly.
let's
So it's
not
just
act
one
like
of
we don't
those
hear
like
that.
it's tough, but it's because like there's video of like the people that was around that guy is releasing that he didn't say that at all, which I'm like that's just in time and right then and there. Like maybe throughout the game he's been saying this. You'll never know. And supposedly that he had a history with DK Metcalf in Seattle when he
Mm.
came to Detroit. So it sounds like it's just not like a one time one off thing. So, but bring this up is that. it hurt the Steelers because he's suspended for 2 games, the rest of the season. So if I mean they got a nice little hold on the division league, but if it comes down to where they need him on offense and they lose these games, it could come back and bite them.
Hmm.
But it's also affecting his money too. I think some of his money will be voided because of that,
Oh
like a
yeah.
good 25 mil or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that,
Oh yeah. I don't know
46
about
mil.
25 million, but I do know
It's a good.
your contract is per, excuse me. Your contract in the NFL, I think, is per game that you play. So he did screw himself with that one. But salute to that fan. Well, not salute to you. Well, yeah, salute to you and fuck you sideways with the tire iron for doing that. But you did what you're supposed to. You got a guy off of his game, and he is gonna lose a
I mean,
paycheck
shit,
and be out a couple games.
it ain't worked that well. They still lost. Detroit. He's
Don't
supposed
matter.
to do
Don't matter.
it.
You
Throw
got
him
it.
off where he. Well,
Don't
yeah,
matter.
they second team.
You was able to get into another guy's head and you threw him off his game. So.
Shit, he still killed to me. Another game, Jacksonville Jaguars. People that kind of be sleeping on right now, 11-4 versus the falling off Indianapolis Colts. Unfortunately,
Coats are
eight
falling off the bone. Tendonism.
8-7. I mean, that's pretty much do or die. Like I think they still got a chance to make the playoffs, but like they lose this game, it's a wrap. But I mean, Phillip Rivers looked pretty solid against the San Francisco 49ers on Monday night. So like he still got it low key. It's just you don't expect him to run anywhere or like get out of pocket because that ain't happening. And one bad hit will definitely put him back in retirement. But he looked good. So he's still slinging, a little out of shape, but I don't see them beating the Jaguars right now.
I
So
don't see them beating the Jags either. I got the Jags.
that's one of the
The
coffin and
Jaguars. I mean Jaguars.
the coffin and the funeral will be held for the Colts in Indianapolis after the Jaguars game.
What
Um,
song are we singing for that game when they
what
lose?
song?
Hmm.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. 'Cause it was 7-1 at one point. It's so hard
Sing it, brother, sing
to
it.
say goodbye to
To
yesterday. Or
yesterday.
or a classic. See you at the crossroads, crossroads. On
Man,
those.
see you at the crossroads. And I'm gonna be very hungry, and I'm gonna be very hungry when I'm gone. Mm,
I miss my Uncle Charles, dog.
I'm gonna want some, what do you say? I'm gonna want
Every
some
man.
McDonald's. I'm gonna want McDonald's when I'm gone.
No,
Mm.
but but the Jaguars, I got them. Who you got? Or same or
No, man, I'm going with the Jags, brother. I'm going with the Jags, the Jaguars. Jaguars. I'm going with them.
ultimate Jags? Though.
Yeah.
All right. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Meet me
versus the
at
Miami.
McDonald's so you won't be hungry. Meet me at McDonald's so you won't be hungry. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, and the Miami Dolphins versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
Dolphins out of there, playoff wise, but the Buccaneers, they've been jagging the last few, they've been holding the last few weeks. They just
Mm-mm.
had them. They was supposed to be favored to win the NFC South, and they kind of way choked away the lead right now. They got the Carolina Panthers in front of them, but they need to win this game. So I got them winning this. If they lose this game, they pretty much it ain't over because like they actually still control their destiny in a way, but it don't help because the Panthers
Two
play.
Florida teams. That's crazy.
That is the battle of Florida though. That will be the battle of Florida, even though they still got the Jaguars. But that'll be the battle of Southern Florida at least, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no Tua. They going with Quinn Ewers again. I think rookie quarterback. I got the Buccaneers. They gonna get their stuff figured out finally.
You think so?
Yeah, they have to. But I think so. Yes, I think they do. Will
I'm gonna go with
figure
the
it out.
Buccaneers, man. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. No Tua, you said, so I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
No Tua. Yep.
No Tua, no Waddle.
I don't know
I'm
about
gonna go with
Waddle,
the
but
Buccaneers.
probably wrap him up too. New England Patriots 12-3 versus the 3-12 New York Jets. What used to be a rivalry is no longer. I mean, it's still a rivalry, but it just
No, it
don't
ain't.
have it. It don't have that.
You don't have that zest for life over in that, man. That whatever rivalry that it is that they have over there is on the back burner right now because the Jets are trash bag juice. That is not a team that you go in there and like, yeah, we gonna go in here, we gonna have the game playing well for these guys. That's basically, hey, we got to be on the top of our game, go in here and push them back and walk out of here with a win. So I got the Patriots for this game.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
not
I got
gonna
the
even play around.
Patriots.
I got the Patriots for this game.
Yeah, I don't even know who the Jets guy is a quarterback right now. I think there's some dude named Cook, but no Justin Fields, no Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I got called to be the quarterback for the Jets
I
earlier
was gonna
this week.
say you should probably get on a fight
Yeah, I did
sometime
get the
soon.
call.
Game is at 12 tomorrow,
I
so good
didn't.
luck.
Now I didn't answer it, but I did get the call.
Oh, okay.
They
Oh,
left,
you're
they
right.
left
It's
me.
up to
They
you.
left me a voicemail. They left me a voicemail though, for sure.
Hope you reconsider that. Maybe you might get something going tomorrow. Get a longer contract.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna sit back and kick back and watch everybody else play. And I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gone. I'm gonna miss everybody.
And then good game. Supposedly we got the Seattle Seahawks 12-3, who right now got control of the number one seed in NFC. And you got the
Oh,
Carolina Panthers 8-7,
that does have the potential to be a good game.
who they played good against good teams and beat some good teams this year. And defense is solid,
Mm-hmm.
running game. Uh, they fighting for their playoff life, so
Mm-hmm.
there's something into it for both teams. So that should be a good, solid game. I hope they put that on TV tomorrow. Um, but man, I mean, I'm trying not to be biased, and like I'm hoping that the Panthers get this win so they can knock the Seahawks down.
Oh, that's what you
Try
want.
try to get that. We try to make
Oh,
some teams come to Chicago this
yeah, I
playoff.
hear you. I hear you. I diggery do. I get it now.
But
I'm digging it. I'm digging what you're
the,
saying.
the
But
Seahawks
the
definitely is one of the better
Seahawks,
teams
mm-hmm,
in the league. So,
mm-hmm.
but they can tweet though. They can tweet. Carolina's took man, they beat some teams. They beat some good teams this year. Hmm.
I
But
think
if
I'm just gonna go ahead and just be for real about it and say Seattle Seahawks got that Seattle Seahawks got that game, bro. I don't.
yeah,
Man, can I bet? Can I rely on the Panthers to win that game?
yes and no, because like they teams that they beat that no one expected them to beat. Packers, they beat another great team. I think they beat the Rams. So I mean,
Damn, they did beat the Rams, and
and they need to win this game.
I knew for certain that they were gonna like slap
The
penis all in the Panthers' face and like, take this L porno. You doing porno today? Both jaws, and face shot. And I did not go that way. All over you.
Yeah,
And that
and
didn't happen. It didn't
yeah.
happen. So will they rise to the occasion? They being the Panthers and get this game against Seattle.
I'm gonna be delusional, and I'm gonna ride with the Panthers.
You're gonna
I'm
ride
gonna
with the
get
Panthers.
they didn't win it because they say they lose this game, then and the Buccaneers win their game. I mean, that's kind of what the NFL want though. The last game is actually the Panthers versus Bucks, so it's winner of that game will be the division winner. So my mind say Seahawks, but my heart saying Panthers just because of selfish reasons for the Bears. But yeah, I can see the
Uh,
Seahawks winning that game.
Seahawks. You heard it. I'm going with the Seahawks.
I'm gonna be a contrarian and go with the Panthers, but
Hmm. I hear
I
you.
would be surprised. I'm not gonna be mad if I'm wrong on this one.
You can't be because I understand why you're going that way. We both get it. Those who are listening will understand it as well, and we get it.
Yep.
We understand it. But um,
Oh, this is
damn, damn,
what?
they did beat my own fucking team though. They did beat the Rams.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna stand pat. I'm gonna stand pat, and I'm gonna say them. It is what it is.
for sure.
Seahawks got it.
And then this game is for the basically for the number one pick, and the the Asathon teams of the year.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let him listen to him explain these great teams.
These next two teams, this they play at 3:05 on CBS. The New York Football Ass Giants,
Mm,
2-13,
mm,
versus the Las Vegas Ass Raiders,
mm,
2-13. So basically,
mm.
whoever loses this game is probably going to get the number one pick and have their best choice of what they want going forward.
Toss
And
salad.
then
Oh,
whoever
you
win
in
this
some
game,
shit now.
whoever win this game is going to be the same the third pick, and kind of cost themselves other than one pick, but they will be the winner of the Asathon game of the year because it's basically
Mm-mm.
literally the last couple weeks where the weakest teams in the NFL are playing each other, which is crazy. And Gino offensive Gino East, his name is
Geno
Geno
Smith.
Smith.
What? He's about
And
to
the
call
way
that
he
man after the
been
pizza joint here.
the way he been throwing picks and shit, you might have to call him man Geno East.
Man,
Uh, he that team is just kind of trash, man. I feel bad for Ashton Genty. I mean, maybe they get a better line, it'll be better for them next year, but this is a wash of a season. So I feel bad for Pete Carroll,
the
but
bowl of
not
ass teams. This is the ass bowl right here, right?
that. This is the ass ball. This is legit the ass ball. I don't know if it's
Hmm.
going to find anything asser than that next week.
Man.
So the winner of this will get the ass award, big old peach or somebody with a fat old badunkadunk booty. But I don't even know who I think will win this game. Shit. I guess the
That's what's
Giants.
crazy. That's what's crazy. Like you looking at the game and you going, you still got to pick a winner. You
But
still got to pick a winner of these two motherfuckers.
you are the king of cheeks,
Right.
and
You
you know what?
yeah.
And I'm gonna go with that. New York Giants, you are the king of cheeks tomorrow. You
Right.
will win the game tomorrow and get the Raiders their number one pick.
You have the most cheeks. You are the cheeks. You are the cheeks pick
Yep.
of of the ending of the seasons. You are the king of cheeks, like you said. You
So
are the clapper.
who?
You are the big 50-inch. I'm gonna go with the Giants to win.
Okay. All right. All right. Um,
You are the 50-inch booty.
NFL game of the week on Fox, 325 game.
Ooh.
But we know
Ooh.
you got the Philadelphia Birdman Eagles,
Let
10
me
and
say something
5.
important. Let me say something important about the Eagles because I want people to understand this very well playing this game. It's the Eagles versus the Bills. This is what's important about this game. All right. Fuck the Eagles. Go ahead.
Yep. And then you got the Buffalo Sauce Bills.
Hmm.
You got the
Hmm.
11-4. Great game. Playoff implication for both teams. Bills trying to still get that in this AFC East division, what the New England Patriots is in. Uh, Eagles, they won a division. They're back to back, NFC East champions. So it's
Okay.
really like they're playing for like seeding, I guess, a little bit, but nothing really too much besides that.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I still would get up for this game against the Buffalo Bills.
like that's like since who they playing is gonna be like it's gonna be talked about. So you gotta show like, all right,
Hmm.
plus y'all are the defending champs. Like you're gonna get your everybody's best every week. So y'all gotta show that. Thing is, for this game and the next game for the Eagles is like to show can they run an offense that's gonna get them to the playoffs and ride that wave. Defense, we know it's gonna be good with Vic Fangio in that defense, but the offense has been last couple weeks it's been better. But the 4 week stretch before that it went missing. So this is for them to show that they can run an offense and
Okay.
score.
Okay.
Bills is kind of fight for
So you
the.
saying and with you saying that the starters will play for the Eagles.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think this is
Okay.
I mean, this is a Showtime game that the NFL need this late in the season that
Mm.
people are going to want to watch.
Okay. I'm picking the Bills. The
Mm,
Buffalo Winged Bills.
okay. Oh man, this is tough. I would want to pick the Bills
At home.
at home. Is it going to snow tomorrow? Let me see. I see
For them.
43 degrees, maybe some snow or rain. This is tough because like I believe in Vic Fangio and his defense, but is the Eagle offense back? Like, are they really gonna keep running the ball with Saquon? Because that's the Bills' defense. Like, they kind of like lacking as far as rush defense. So, but they are at home, and they need to keep this win so they can pretty much control their destiny as far as like playoff. But do I trust the Eagles enough to win this game? I feel like they
For
should.
the Bills tomorrow, it's going to be 42 degrees, and I'm guessing that's raining. 100% rain. Ooh wee.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Bills. I like them. I think they're on the roll right now.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles can afford another loss. That way they can probably win next week and go on a if they go on a run or get bounced out of the playoffs, bounce that ass.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be clapping cheeks thoroughly. All right, so yeah, that's the temperature there. But back here in Chicago tomorrow, for those who are always, the game will be out in California. So
Yeah. So
it'll
the
be, it
real
will
game
be, it
of
will be 55 degrees here, and 98% chance of rain. So that's gonna suck. But I'm still may come outside for that game. Talk about the realest game of the week though,
the
of the
realest
Sunday,
game,
motherfucker.
the real game of the week is Chicago Bears bear down motherfucker
Orange and blue in
versus
this hole.
the San Francisco 49ers, who both teams are 11-4. Both teams basically trying to win their division, trying to get the
And
number
no
one
matter
spot.
if they clinch tonight or if they clinch tomorrow, everybody that was placing bets, get ready to bleach your asshole orange and blue. Get ready.
This should be what this could go down to be a really good Sunday night game, or it could be a defensive like struggle, depending on or a beat down on both sides, one or the other. So it depends
This is
on
two good this is two good teams now, and we cannot be sleeping on the San Francisco 49ers at
nope.
home
Yeah, especially them being at home,
in a
that
stadium.
crowd.
Yep. Mm.
So it's going to be a tough. I would see us be some road warriors and come out with this win. And I think we need to show because people still doubting us with this. Like even though we keep answering people questions, they keep adding more on, and a lot of people not giving us. I mean, I ain't saying that a lot of people, but people seem like going more towards 49ers, on this one. But
Which I would totally understand if they are picking the 49ers for this game. I get
yeah,
it. I totally get it.
the way the Bears been playing and just the way just magical the way they win, how they've been close in the games. Like I said, if unless you beat us by like 20 or 30. If we close within a one score game, we gonna make it a game and make sure we come out with the win. So I'm trying not to be biased, but we need this win more than them. Skip them. Bears, I got the Bears winning this game. I can see 49ers winning this game as well.
So I'm thinking of a score that's like going to be 30-27
I
for
do
the
think it's gonna be a
Bears.
high score game
For the Bears.
for both teams.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think the Bears are going to pull it off though. I think the Bears will get running up to about 30 points, maybe even more. We'll see.
Like I said,
I would like for Caleb to go out through the seat. Not saying that we're not gonna go to the playoffs, but for the game heading into the playoffs, I like to see him top it off. With a 30-40 point game. The guys that's running the ball, Manon guy and Swift. I would like to see them put together a hell of a running game plan for those guys and get
yep,
our receiver uh, DJ Moore involved and was it Jade or Jadon Walker? Those guys, all those guys who just showed
okay,
up all of a sudden magically. I would like to see them put forth a hell of an effort
yep,
and pull this game out. I'm going with the Bears for this game. Orange and blue, ho.
yeah. I got the Bears. I'm gonna give a score. Nah, should I give 35-32. Bears.
35-32.
Gonna
Word,
be I think it's gonna be a good game.
word.
Sunday night. The lights is bright.
I feel like I
What
need to be out for a game like that, bro. Like that's a game like I just feel like you got to be outside in the bar,
true, but the only thing is
hanging
it's
out.
Sunday night. So like if you want to be out on a Sunday night, come back
Hey,
home after. That's the
hey,
only
I don't
thing.
mind it. I don't mind it. It ain't like I be out here sloppy drunk or nothing like that. I just come home.
True.
I just be sleepy. You know me, man. After a couple of drinks, I'm sleepy. So that's all.
Yeah. So it should be a good game. NBC Peacock 7:20 Sunday night. Man, it's gonna be feeling good to have some good games to look forward to that like actually mean something and like we're not out of it by Christmas. So
There's
got
one game left. One game left on the menu, on the venue, on the
Monday
schedule.
night Monday night games.
hmm
these Monday night games be kind of off and on, iffy. But you
Hmm.
got the LA Rams
Hmm.
sliding down to
Blue and
Georgia,
gold.
Atlanta A-Town down Falcons.
Mm. They
Six and
really
nine
got down.
Falcons. They win games when they don't supposed to win them, and they lose games they're supposed to win. So, and I think the Rams just lost against the Seahawks last week. They need to get that
Mm.
get back on track. I got the Rams winning this for sure in Atlanta.
They should be 12
Um,
and 3 right now, going into 13 and 3, man.
right. But
Damn,
if they somehow lose this game,
terrible.
you know, people gonna start seeing little some blood in the water. Gonna see some
Oh
holes
yeah.
in that game, and
Oh yeah.
they're gonna make like it's gonna be might be a retalk about who the top teams in the FC right now. So
Hmm.
good game. They gotta come out right. I think they will. I got them winning this game. Falcons. Good luck next year, my boys. Y'all got the talent like a motherfucker on offense. Defense starting to get there. But I don't know if it's the coaching or and a little bit of quarterback play too. Penix, you know, what's his name, Kirk Cousins as well. But
Yeah, they got a lot to figure out over there, brother.
that's the bid y'all made and y'all slayed it.
Hmm.
You drafted quarterback after you signed the quarterback for 150 million. So you got to figure it out young, my boy. Good luck with that.
Oh yeah, that's a big stinker over there in that organization. Good job of clunking that up, knowing that you had a guy that you were drafting in Penix, and then bringing another guy there. Not only that, but it's also Minnesota's fault for going behind Kirk Cousins back and doing that as well. Everybody was drafting these quarterbacks and thinking that this was the time to make a sound investment in your future, and you fuck this guy in Minnesota, and then in Atlanta you guys fucked him over. I don't know why he wanted to leave anyway, but whatever reason it was, he decided he wanted to go to Atlanta, and they gave him a better deal, or they gave him a deal worth some money. Kirk Cousins, you should have stayed in Minnesota and balled the hell out, man. I think it would have worked out even better. You to Justin Jefferson, a receiver you already know, a receiver you already have time with on the clock, and then you just build from there. But fuck all that.
Yeah.
Blue and gold, you bitch. I got the Rams for that game.
Yep. So bear down this week.
Hmm.
One last thing we talked about last time. Want to rank Hove's album from your
You
favorite to
still trying
least
to do
favorite.
that? You still try? Can I just give you my
That's
five
it.
best albums?
No, I'm saying like all of them from. I mean, from regular from like
Mm-mm.
from your favorite to the.
Mm-mm. I'm not
Are
ready
you
for that, dude.
you're not a Hove Avenger? You don't know which one you
No,
like?
no. I can put them up, but if I
Right,
give
no,
a
just in
critique on
order
it,
of
you're
like,
talking music. Like
yeah.
I got to be very serious about those albums, bro.
I gave you a week and a half.
All right, I'll tell you what. Go ahead. Name your list of
I'll give you my rank of
yeah.
what I think
Because
from.
I could say my best five. I could say the best five albums a whole, but ranking them, that's crazy business.
You ain't never
Mm-mm.
put that. Okay.
Mm-mm. Because I'll have to go back and like listen to them again.
True. I had to like when I went through it because like it changes here and there. Like my top three,
That's
you change every.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
for this moment, I got to give it to you. Number one, my favorite Jay Z album.
Say it again.
Actually, see this,
See?
but yeah, it really is though. Like if somebody had to ask me, they never heard of Jay Z, and I had to give them one album, it would be this one, Blueprint. I don't think you can go wrong with that. But
Okay.
it can change.
Okay. Blueprint just
Uh,
started off as number one.
Number two, Reasonable Doubt. I think lyrically is probably one of his best albums, and like just the production that Can I Live, Politics as Usual. You got The Evils, you got 22s, you got Feeling It, you got Dead Presidents too. Like, and I still some other ones I still ain't with the one with Biggie, one with Mary, Can't Knock the Hustle, the one with Sauce Money. Uh,
Cashmere Thoughts.
yeah, actually, that's the one song Cashmere Thoughts. That was like, I ain't say it hurt the album, but I could like
Friend or
go.
Foe.
Friend of Foe, uh, Coming of Age with the original with Memphis Bleak was on there. But Can I Live was one of my favorite like Jay Z like lyrically songs. Was just like everything he put in that the beat, what he talked about, man. And Like literally, just like if you asked me a couple weeks ago, I've been like Blueprint Black Album, then Reasonable Doubt, but I went back like, you know what? You know, Cashmere Thoughts,
Mm-mm.
maybe one of the songs, but like I'm like, oh, it's still it's best stuff.
Mm-mm.
Third, I got Black Album. I think that was a great way to walk off. Like that was his Jordan, over Brian Russell,
So you
98,
go on Blueprint,
Reasonable
Reasonable
Doubt,
Doubt, Black Album.
Black Album. I think literally 3 points of like his career that stamped him. Um, Black Album that had a great album,
Mm-hmm.
some great cuts. I really thought he was going to be done after that with this album, but just a great cohesive album. I think most of the songs, 98%, most of the songs was produced by a black person. I think the only one that was Eminem with a Moment of Clarity, or was it Threats? No, Moment of Clarity. My fourth,
Who
I
did
got
Justify My Thug?
Justify. That's Kanye West actually.
That's
I used
Kanye?
to, yeah. Wait, is it Kanye or Just Blaze? I think it's Kanye. Justify
I don't
my
think it's either one of them.
no,
Mm-mm.
it could be Timbo, but I think that's yeah.
It ain't Timbo.
For Timbo had the threats, no,
Nuh-uh. Threats was a Ninth Wonder, right?
ninth one. Okay,
Let's check it out. Let's not make fools of ourselves. Let's go in here and look at this thing the correct way. All right.
I do think Justify had Kanye produce it at some point.
Oh no, 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 no.
He might have like other producers on it though, but
I almost played it because I hit the wrong button. All right, songwriter, blah 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 blah
and
blah.
Justify when I first heard Justify my thug, I wasn't my favorite. Like wasn't my favorite
The guy
song.
who I thought was the person who did it, DJ Quick.
Oh, DJ. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Now that's probably why I didn't like it at first. Is when I first heard, it, but I ended up growing up being one of my favorite songs in that motherfucker.
Was it one
Not
of
favorite
the other
song.
one you said?
What the album or the song?
The song. It was another song you said.
Uh, Threats.
Threats. Let's
I
check
guess
threats
that.
out. Doom, doom,
R
doom, doom,
I
doom, doom, doom.
E.
That's Ninth Wonder.
Night one. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think momentary was definitely Eminem.
Rick Rubin did 99 Problems. What you said?
No, so I think moment of clarity was. I think that was had to do with
Yeah, when you hear that turn, that's M.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Eminem on that one. Yeah.
But one of my favorite songs, probably Jay Z ever, is on that song "Allure."
That's
With
man, that's all we know who that is. That's for real. So I ain't
yeah.
even gotta look that one up. I already know who
So
did that one. That song and then Clips by the Grace of God. That was you know,
mhm. So yeah, those
oh
are my
yeah.
top three whole album. But like number four,
Hmm.
as far as places, I got Volume Two, Hard Knock Life.
Okay.
This what I got. I think this is that stretch of whole where this is why I actually grew the. This is why I think I actually claim him as my favorite rapper. Like when he
Hmm.
had Money and Thing with Jermaine Dupri came out,
Hmm.
and then Can I Get a What? What Can I Get a Fuck You with Emil and Ja Rule.
Hmm.
Would end up being a Rush Hour soundtrack song. And then he dropped Hard Knock Life. Then I was like, oh, this dude is cold. And I remember I was watching the video, like first time I seen the video actually of Hard Knock Life. My
Hmm.
sister, I was in the front room watching TV, watching the box. You remember the box TV channel where they play all the music videos and stuff?
Hmm.
That came on, and I didn't know who it really was. I just like heard the beat a little bit, and I recognized like, dude, like this dude from Money in that Thing. Well, yeah, Money in that Thing, and Can I Get It? And I was like, my sister was finna turn, and I was like, stop, like, this is my favorite rapper, like, and she was like, you don't even know who this is. I was like, I know who this is, I just don't know his name or whatever, or really know all he did, but like, I know those three songs was my favorite at the time, so that was one of the moments where I actually made him my favorite rapper, but Volume 2 had some hits on there. You know, of course, Hard Knock Life. You had
Hmm.
Money
Hmm.
Cash Hoes.
Hmm.
You had what's that song with Too Short. It was all good just a week
Just a
ago.
week ago. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Money and Thing was on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it had some joints on
Reservoir
there.
Dogs with the locks on
Reservoir,
there.
Reservoir Dogs was lost. They was going crazy, going at each other on that song. I think Styles P was going there, Jay on that song.
They always going back and forth. I think, yeah, I'm sure you heard that story about them when they got to
Yeah.
the booth. They didn't really want to. They wanted to go home, but they told them, "Hey, I got to come to the studio right now." I think it was one of the things that he was trying to catch them off guard to see what would happen. And Styles put in the song, "I don't give a fuck who you are, so fuck who you are. I don't care about
Mm.
a pretty bitch wash our car. I don't care about your album whenever it drop. Blah 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 blah. I'm too busy with like blunts with a whole lot of hash. You know what I'm saying? As far as this rap shit, we 10 steps ahead of niggas shooting backwards just for practice. Ride or die, nigga, about the all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, yeah,
yeah,
they was
yeah,
going crazy.
yeah. And then Jay came in right behind them, like, you said what?
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
all right. Nah, run me right behind him. And they said it was all in there when they said Jay was like, looked at him, was like, okay. He said he came in right behind him.
Yeah, so and that fourth spot, Value 2, Hard Knock Life. Actually, this fifth spot one, I never thought I was gonna put this, but like American Gangster, top five. I
Okay,
was like whole
okay.
album. I mean, when that came out,
Interesting.
I was a little worried after because like Kingdom Come came out, and like not a lot of people was like ready for corporate Hove or like business Hove. So most wanted him to still be in that drug dealer mode. And Kingdom Come didn't get that love as much. I don't think it was as bad as the album everybody may seem, but like it
It
was
was a good
cool.
album. It
It
was a good
it, it,
album.
it just wasn't people was expecting. But American
Hmm.
Gangster, I was worried. Like I thought trying to do like a concept album was gonna hurt him, but it ended up working. Had
When
some
you
great.
really listen to Kingdom Come, it's him really shedding.
Yeah,
He was
this
really
is
like
like
shedding everything that he didn't really want to be involved with.
yeah,
He was shedding it. You know what I mean? It was him saying, "I want to do songs where I have a live band." He did "Show Me What You Got."
right,
He did a
true.
song talking about his feelings opening up lost ones, losing his nephew and everything like that. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
talking about
Ain't that?
his situation with Beyonce. Then he came back with "Do You Want to Ride?" Right, the song he had with John Legend on it, talking
You wanna
about
ride
ooh that song
with
had
me?
talk about
Yep,
tears when
that
that song
that
came
that
out. That
mother
song had me in tears, man.
really?
Telling your friend what it's gonna be like when you come home.
Yeah, I thought that
Oh,
was
the
off the
Maybach, don't
cold.
even worry about that. The top just comes right back off that. You ain't gotta do nothing but press a button. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He's stunting, but he telling him
Yeah.
this is gonna be my nigga. When you come home, you have nothing to worry about. I did everything I said for you. When you come home, millions of dollars in your bank account, whole family taken care of. You good.
So yeah, and I'm gonna get more on Kingdom Come when I get to that.
Go
So
ahead, go
top
ahead.
five got American Gangster. Wrap it up. 6, 7, 8. This is where I was like, all right, this is where I don't know.
So American Gangster made it interesting. Okay, in the top five. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
And then I got Dynasty.
Mm,
I got Volume 1 in my lifetime.
which bothers me that you would put it there, but keep going.
True. So that's the thing. Dynasty and Volume 1 when I was younger was probably my least favorite whole albums. But when I got older, I was like,
Really?
oh, I understood what it was. Like, the Dynasty one was because it was a compilation album a little bit for the whole like
I,
Rockefeller. So
it
I
was
was I,
supposed to be, but he took the time. He took the album and made it for himself,
right, right,
right?
right, right. So
Dynasty.
I was expecting more just Hove. So that's why I was a little
Hmm.
disappointed. But listen to the intro, the other songs on there because the one with that he got with Benny Siegel. Is that what? Yeah. Where have you been? About his pops,
Hmm.
bro. That's literally me. Like I felt the same way. Like, and then what was it? That song he had with Scarface, where Scarface Mans had called him so that his kid had got killed,
Which
and
was a
he
true
literally
song.
spit that right then and there on that song. And it was some of the realest shit. So like that's why I get Dynasty. It just I think one or two songs I'm like, all right, I could probably take off, but fire. Like, and there was a good songs on there produced by Kanye that I know for sure was on there. Um,
Which song was that produced by Kanye? Which one was it?
this can't be life.
Okay, all
This
right.
can't be
All
love.
right. Do do
You
do do
gotta
do.
love.
Okay. So my question is, American Gangster was like in my lifetime, volume one.
So with in my lifetime volume 1, I feel like that's low key some of his best rapping too. It probably wasn't the best production, even though the production was still great. It just
It was.
It was just one bad song on that album
Which
that really
was
throws. The one with P Diddy. I know where girls like that. Dun
um,
dun tsh, dun dun tsh,
commercial
dun dun.
appeal. I hear you.
That threw it off. But the where I'm from, who I'm with too. Uh, the first the Million Game drug game intro.
That was Preem.
City is mine. Oh yeah,
You belong to the
and
city.
of course, imaginary players like
Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom,
he was
ba-dum,
talking
boom,
real
boom.
greasy at the Mace on that song.
Ooh,
You got
he
these,
was on Mace ass on Imaginary Players,
you got
man.
these young cats that be talking like come on,
Talking
like
about how
bro.
they fun stack. Where's
Yeah,
where's a Hummer at? Damn, Playboy. You know,
yeah, he was
those
getting
ain't
that.
Versace. What the fuck you had? What he said? Those
None of
ain't
that.
Rolex diamonds. What the
The
fuck you
fuck
done
you
to
done
that?
to that?
Yeah, he was on Mace ass on that song right there.
Yeah, so
Beast watching was good. Friend of 498. Lucky me. Then he did Always Be My Sunshine with Foxy on it.
mm-hmm.
Then Face Off with Sauce Money.
Yep.
Real niggas with Too Short. Rap game, crack game.
Yeah,
Then Where I'm From, which is Cough Up a Lung, where I'm from, Marcy's son,
and
ain't nothing
nothing
nice.
nice.
And then he sealed it with You Must Love Me, which is a song he talked about selling dope to his mom and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
shooting his brother and everything like that. So I don't know how that didn't make the top five, but it's your. This is why I say it's
This is
very.
why you gotta
I'm not.
think of
That's why I'm
yours,
not.
man.
That's why I'm not making an argument. I'm just saying based on
But
the.
American Gangster got some shit on there.
Of
Like
course.
American Dreaming,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the best songs I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Say Hello, Falling, like it's
Mm-hmm.
it's some shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably produced like sonically as a theme wise better than Volume One was, but Volume One's got them some shit on there. And
I hear
then
you. I
so
hear
that's
you.
so that's six was Dynasty, seven was Volume One.
Mm-hmm.
I get eight to Volume Three. Now this one
Mm.
years ago,
Mm.
this would have been in my top four, five, six. But it's
That
some
old
songs in there that
bouncy ass album, that commercial ass album. I think, and before you go for it, forward, just so everybody know, this is my opinion. When you listen to the Volume 3 album from Jay-Z, what's it called? In My Lifetime?
yeah,
Volume 3 In My Lifetime. This is me.
different times,
To
yeah.
me, this is Hove kind of like having a bunch of fun. And I think at the same time, he might have been exhausted. But that's just me. Keep on going.
hmm I it's some song like I can see where you're saying with that. He definitely went kind of try to go not poppy on there, but like remember the two biggest songs that he was on there, "Do It Again" and "Big Pimpin'," carried that album to where like he was on fire that summer. But I love like Hova's song, the intro and the outro. But the things that you do, I like it, but I can get so ghetto. I rocks with
Preem.
couple of jokes. It's a couple songs on that though. I'm like I can deal without. But they just put back there has been a murder. I love there's been a murder. It has been a murder. That I love that song, but there's a couple of songs
It's
on
not
that.
on the one I'm looking at.
Huh?
It's not on the one I'm looking at.
So that's what I was saying. Like that wasn't on there. Like for some reason 'cause I remember my brother having that album, and I remember that song
On the
being on there.
album, the album I'm looking at that came out in 1999, they got Girl's Best Friend on there. They got Jigga My Nigga on there. And they
Oh,
got Anything, which was not on there. That was on Bean's album.
right. Those three songs definitely helped that album. Matter of fact, that's what it was. Those three songs you just named helped that album. That's why it was high up on my list when I was younger. But now you take away those songs as the extras, it's not that great of a volume three. But
Oh,
it
they
did
got
have
another.
two.
That
It
might
did
have
have
been a
two big.
deluxe edition. Okay. Keep talking. I'm trying
But
because
yeah,
you know they got a couple
but
different ones.
that this where I do miss like with the
Oh,
JV albums.
so the other one has There's Been a Murder on there. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah,
Anything isn't on there, and the other song,
right.
the
But those
auto.
three songs you added on there, anything Jigga My Nigga, like cause that when you had the CD, you after the last song, you had that 2 minute skip period, nothing, and then dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh my god. So that's why I like that album like, a lot better back then. But if you
That was
take
like the
away,
deluxe version though. I see what they did. They did that, you know what I'm saying, to
yeah,
make you spend more money and everything like that. But
so that actually dropped from my like
that
my
was a real poppy album though. That was a real pop
yeah,
star
it
album.
was, yeah, it was.
He
So
did, you know, we ride all
all
day,
night,
all
all night,
night,
Snoopy
pop
track, yeah.
shit,
With
shoot
Juvenile, he was
dice,
just trying to like
fuck
I said, he was having
homes,
fun,
all
trying to get
out,
these
yeah.
because he did mess with Juvenile a lot from being from the South. He was on the high remix and all that. But
But
and I think about
you think about it. I just sold 2 or 3 million or more with volume two. So I gotta keep this momentum going. I done songs with everybody they know. Now I gotta do something totally different. And
yeah,
I guess this was what he decided to do. But I
but
feel like Jay was also burned out at that point in time. But that's just me talking. That was me talking.
niggas, I feel like with those two songs, "Do It Again" in the Hood, it kept him bubbling. Because I remember talking about that song in the video every day. Me and my friends who were Hove heads, we was talking about it. But when Big Pimpin' came out, that especially for that next summer or whatever,
That wiped the floor with
he was on
everything.
fire.
That wiped the floor. When Big Pimpin' hit, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Like nothing else is gonna bother that for a very
Yeah.
long time. Like that's gonna be a classic song. Like everywhere you go, that song when that song comes on, if you from that era and you don't bop, you know what I'm saying? From that era and 10 years after, if it don't give you a bop and make your head, nah, it's something wrong. Like it's really something wrong with you.
It's a, and then Blueprint 2. I rock with Blueprint 2. I think the first disc was great. Second disc, I ended up growing to like a little bit more, but there was a couple songs that I could do without.
You
But
said Blueprint too?
yeah, Blueprint 2.
Okay.
I feel like the first disc, that could have been more the commercial album. I liked it because like, it had like a little bit of everything, but it was a two disc album, so it was tough to balance that out. But
Mm.
the second disc had some joints on it. That Blueprint 2 song, going at Nas. Woo-wee. He was getting at it. I love that song with the Lenny Kravitz. I like him trying to like do a little rock a little bit.
Hove could have
Um,
cut that down to 15 songs. He could have cut that
yeah,
down to 15.
like if he cut some of that song, but like I love the
This low key, and it's just my opinion. Jay-Z, this could have been a classic album if if you'd have chose
yes,
to do
that
it the
I
correct way.
agree. I agree on that. It could have been a class.
Matter
How
of
he
fact, he
cut.
could have done 17 songs and it still would have been a classic album.
Yes, I love that song with Pharrell. Was it one fuck all night?
You
Nah,
like that song?
I like that song, but I ain't like the remake of You Don't Know with MOP.
That was because they were part of the record label and they were trying to get him some pull.
True, but
But so listen to me about this album. And this is your list, but
no, yeah,
there's nothing
no,
wrong with your list. This is your
no, yeah.
list. But songs that could have just been on one album. A Dream,
Mm-hmm.
Hovey Baby,
Yep,
The Watcher,
yep.
'03 Bonnie and Clyde,
Mm-hmm.
Excuse Me Miss.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then you go down to Poppin' Tags.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then you go to the disc two. I think you go Diamonds Are Forever or
Yeah.
Diamonds is Forever.
ROC. Yeah,
Is that what it is? Is that
yeah,
what it, okay, I'm thinking of Diamonds Are Forever, but this is before the album was even,
yeah,
put
yeah.
out. Okay. So skip that then and go to Meet the Parents,
Meet the
right?
parents. Yep.
And then somehow, some way,
Somehow, some way. Yeah, that's my
yeah,
shit.
I will have New Nigga Please on there.
Nigga, please.
Dun 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 dun
Just
dun
like
dun
me, my nigga, please. Yeah, that
dun
was
dun
cool.
dun dun. That shit was cold. Um, maybe a ballad for a fallen soldier.
Yeah, I agree.
I show you how to do this,
Do
son.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. When he
I
was
would
teaching the
put
girl
bitches
how.
and sisters on there and I would cut the rest of that shit out.
Yeah, this definitely album. He definitely could have shortened it up
And
and.
the rest of those joints, I would create it out of the yo, let's do a compilation CD. Throw y'all, we gonna throw these on there. You know what I'm saying? I've done that.
Yeah. So yeah, I got that. That's in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spot. Got Kingdom Come right after that at the 10
You
spot.
got Kingdom Come. Okay, okay.
That was cold to me. Like I said, I don't think people was ready for that album. It was a couple songs like was it not Reminder on it? What's this one? There's one song I love on there. Mama, I Made It. That's a fire song to be on there. Like you
Mama,
said
I
with
made
the
it on Kingdom
it's
Come.
called I Made It, but
I made it. Oh, it is on there. You right.
he made a song to his mom, a great song, I feel like, just like the one he made for his boy coming out of jail, Emery Jones.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real. The prelude on that is one of his best preludes or like intro songs ever. I feel like it's a
Okay.
top 3, 5
Okay.
intro Jay-Z song. The prelude, that what made me think the album was gonna be so raw from off that verse, that one song. 'Cause he was just spitting so crazy on that. So and then you got Oh My God, Kingdom Come, um, Lost Ones,
Tell me what you got.
Tell Me What You Got, I Made It, Do You Wanna Ride? Everybody hate anything. I liked it, but it was supposed to be like a strip club song for him and Usher, but it just I guess somebody was really rocking with it.
Was that anything you want,
Hey,
girl?
hey, hey. And yeah, I rocked with it. The only
That's
song
cool.
in the one song he had a great beat, but I just didn't like the way he used it was a dig a hole. Was it that? Like the beat was hard. It just do the get your money with I'm like, oh hell no.
Was
Stunning
that
Sam's
it? Was that
with the
song?
sea now. Yeah, dig a hole. Dig a hole. Go ahead. Bury yourself. Like
Self. Okay. Okay.
that beat was hard to be. It just he could have used the song I felt a
Swiss
little different
beat.
way.
Okay.
And people love beach share. Like I was surprised that people love beach share as much
Beach
as they
chair
did.
was fire. You
It threw
gotta
me off
really,
with the
you
beat a
really
little
gotta
bit, but
wanna, you gotta really wanna listen to that song and go through
exactly.
it. But
Yes.
Beach Chair was a dope song. Beach Chair was a
Yes.
dope song.
So yeah. So I rocked with Kingdom Come. Not a lot of people didn't, but
Yeah, Kingdom Come
uh,
was a decent album. I don't have no problem with that. But you know, I still, Volume One, I would that goes up there a little bit higher. But keep on going, keep on going.
and then after Kingdom Come, I got um,
Ooh, because this is
Blueprint.
yeah, this is where it get tight right here, man. Because you got
Like,
4 albums to go, but how do you rank these?
'cause like
Mm,
I want to get Blueprint 3 because there was some joints on there. Blueprint 3 had some joints on there.
mm-hmm.
Thank You was cold to me. What we talking about? You had what was it, the DOA song? You had oh yeah, on to the next one. That was a hit for him at that time, 2010. Like later on in his career.
So Ambitious is my favorite song off there.
Yeah, So Ambitious on there is the motivation for
For
me.
me, it's
Is
them
them
telling
telling
me what
me
I
what I
cannot
cannot
be.
be. Oh well, like it has some joints on there.
Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum.
Real as it gets, it got some joints in there that I really rocked with. It was something else on that too. The one song I hate on there was off that with the one with Drake. That was like, that was just a terrible first collaboration between them two. That at that, that's what I feel like.
I think it was him saying like, "You want this spot?
Oh
you
yeah,
have to
then you
come in
have
here and take it." And then I know Kanye was sitting there was like, he don't even have a shot, bro. Not right now.
and then you had oh yeah, I forgot Run This Town,
A
Empire State
Star
of
is
Mind,
Born with J. Cole
a
on there.
star like J Cole got off on that song.
Hmm.
His verse Mar was cool. I like the way he tried to do with that. Already Home was a dope song to me. Haters, I thought that was a little cheesy, cringy, but like Reminder, I hate the most. The Reminder, like remind me not to play this song ever again.
Hmm.
And then Young Forever,
That's a
I ain't
decent
like it at
song, Young
first,
Forever.
but then as I got to know it and like just hearing it in live, like at a concert, I'm like, oh, I see what he doing here with that.
Yeah, forever young. I want to be
Oh
forever
man.
young. Hmm.
Oh, this next one, I actually got 444.
444 is
Um,
next, man.
I feel like this is definitely one of those like he tried to put us on game. He tried to. This was like what Kingdom Come was maybe should have been what they wanted, but
Hmm.
he got vulnerable with the elevator incident and just like treating Beyonce the way he did.
Yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
but Marcy Me, some of the best Hove I heard spitting wise, like on some like in a while. He snapped on that. The 444 song I loved. Bomb, that was good. And then Family Feud that
Family
had a
Feud was good.
good quotables on there. Kill Jay-Z was cool. Um, Smile, I like the Smile. He was spitting on that one too. You know, the beat kind of a little, you know, poppy a little, not poppy, but just like a little upbeat more than you wanted to be. But he was spitting on that with about his mom's, and then pretty solid album. I think a couple songs in that Moonlight, and then the last song was pretty good. And this album, and I think this is his last album. I got it's Magna Carta Holy Grail as his my least favorite album. I like the album. It's just it's probably my I don't go back to it as
You said
much.
Magna Carta?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when I started going. He done. When I saw this, so let me go back and look.
He was on his like this music for the art gallery
Yeah, I
type
ain't trying
stuff
to hear
like
that. I ain't trying to hear that. When I heard Magna Carta, I was like,
Snap for
okay,
that nigga what is rapping that like when you make a
no,
song for Tom Ford and stuff I'm like okay,
no,
but it has some joints in there like the
no,
what's that song with Frank
mm-mm,
Ocean the Ocean. That's a deep black historic like song like about the slaveries and all that, how the
mm-mm,
waters we know used to be us in the motherfucker. um
mm-mm.
on the Run, Picasso Baby.
Picasso, baby.
That was cool. Fuck Up the World was cool. I didn't like Somewhere in America, like somewhere else in America. But Crown was hard. The Beach, my Beach is better. I feel like he needed to have that extended instead of being like a little 30-second, 40-second little song.
Mm-mm.
Do you want to include his collaborations like Watch the Throne, Best
You,
of
hey,
Both Worlds?
you can throw them in there. They
Oh,
his
then I'm throwing
albums.
Watch the Throne like in between shit number five. Then after
I'm looking
Hard
right
Night.
at them. I'm waiting for you to say where they going.
I just
R.
excluded because
Kelly joints and all that. I
the
was waiting.
first Best of Both Worlds was cool. That second one, Unfinished Business, the worst album I probably heard from any
Okay,
Jay Z and
okay.
Kelly. The Jay Electronic album, which was him and
No,
Hov
no, no.
basically
That
me.
that don't show up on this listing that I got.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I'm counting that as like that's basically him and Hov, but it's Jay album.
It's supposed to be a Jay Electronica album. And he used Hove to kind of like galvanize people behind it and get behind him dropping that album. So
Yeah. So and then
I
one
don't really
last. Do you
I don't
see?
really keep that one. I wouldn't keep that one as a Hove album.
Do
I
you
don't think
see
Hove
any?
would either.
Yeah. Do you see anybody messing with Hov in the verses? If they ever had a verse, if he ever did a verses,
If Hove did a versus, who could stand with Jay?
I mean, there's only one
Oh,
person to me.
who is that?
Kanye.
Kanye?
Yeah.
That's it?
You could say Drake, but I think
Nope.
with no, like, you if you're going off hits, yes, you can. But like the thing is about reverses, like the song you play after that, you play, and the crowd, like if you had like street motherfuckers in there, the whole gonna get it all the
Hove
way.
gonna get he gonna get off.
If you get
It,
some
it don't it
young,
don't it don't matter if it's street motherfuckers. We talking about a dude who sold 5 million records on it. So that means it's more than street motherfuckers that
sure,
recognize
but I'm
his
saying like
music.
let's say if you get like a bunch of young girls and some teeny boppers, it's gonna go Drake's way. But
It's going
if you get a good mix of everybody,
but so, here's the
oh
thing. Here's the thing. You talking about doing verses, so everybody in the world can log on and see it.
yeah, true, that's true. Saying it's
So
gonna come
so
down
if
to
you
showmanship.
said so if you said at the end of this we're gonna do a poll and we thank everybody for signing up and everything or logging on. When you sign out, can you please take the poll and tell us and tell us who won this versus?
Yeah, but like the thing is with Jay, he can do two to three different verses and not use the same song. So that's why I'm like,
That's bro. I'm
that's why I say
glad.
only person that couldn't do that is Ye, because Ye can do that. He can get in his producer bag and his his own album bag,
That's all I'm saying.
his feature bag.
Jay-Z did a concert series called the B-Sides, which means
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the greatest hits. I'm gonna do the songs that I know people just like.
And they was ringing like they was hits. They
Ringing,
was
bro. These songs were ringing. And he has multiple
like
songs like that
like
on every album.
you like this wasn't a hit. Like this is considered a B side type of
Yeah.
song.
And then you
That
remember
was
like,
one
oh,
of
I
my
remember
favorite
that.
songs. But
Bro,
yeah,
that's hey, listen, hey, Keith Too Tall. That's all I'm saying. The man could do a set with just his B-sides. Like he can literally go on every album and say, "Oh, I thought that was on the charts. That was on the charts. That was on the charts." What songs
Yeah.
did everybody really mess with off here? Oh, I remember people. I would hear people playing this song instead of that. I would hear people playing this song when I was in New York. In Chicago, when I'm driving down the street, I hear "This Can't Be Life," or I hear "Holla" with Memphis Bleak on it. You know what I mean? I hear all these different songs. Like I hear all these different songs when I'm going places. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah,
And
so you have to be very careful of the person that chooses. Now, here's another thing that I hear a lot, and Ti said it don't matter who you get, line them up. Man, I would love for you to face somebody Tip, but I'm not sure that would be the guy that you would want to go against in a versus. I love Tip. You know this. You
yeah.
know, listen, that's the guy. That's the homie. But in the verses, I that's gonna be tough. That would be a
Are
tough
you saying
outing.
Ti versus Jada versus or
Yeah, Ti versus Jay in the verses. I think that's gonna be very
it's gonna be
tough.
tough.
That's gonna be
Like,
very tough.
he gonna get him out. He gonna get him out the way.
About 10 songs in, you gonna be wondering why you up here, and
Yeah.
should you have told
Like,
Jay to pick like the B sides?
you
That's
might
gonna
have a
be
better
very
chance
tough.
against Wayne.
Ti against Wayne, I think that would be nice.
Who I would love to see is Ti versus Ludacris.
Ti versus Luke.
Two
Nah,
different,
you
but
gonna start spark that beef up. That's what you trying to do. You trying to keep that beef
they
going.
cool. That they got
That's a
songs together now. But
Yeah,
like,
that's cool and all that, but you trying to
but,
keep that beef
but,
going.
but please stay on the TIP of my
My man,
girl.
I was like, yo, you just went at my guy? Please stay off the
It
TIP
was
of
a,
my G. I was like,
and Luke was a
oh,
podcast, so when he said it, I was like, "Oh, he killed this man.
yeah, yeah.
He could come back."
I was like, yeah, you gonna end up getting slapped in the face when he see you. You know, that's gonna be a slap. That's gonna be a slap in the face. So
I wonder how that came about. Like how they just got on the same song. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bug just threw the verses and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna put this together," but it didn't work out in Ti favor. I mean,
I think it was just nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
probably,
Um, Ti saying I'm from Atlanta, but you claiming Atlanta. You claiming Atlanta. You really from Chicago or Oak Park, and you moved down here.
yeah,
But for Luda, his rebuttal is I don't even know nothing about Oak Park or Chicago. Only thing I know is Atlanta. So this is where I'm
right.
from. And then from there it became Luda being a radio DJ, and you're not from the streets. You come from the radio circuit. You don't come from where I
Mhm.
come from. So it's just all this back and forth with those guys for a little bit. And
Yeah,
then I think originally when that song came out, it was T.I. on it.
yeah.
And I
I
think
think
they
that
took
timeline. I believe that too as well. Yeah,
T.I. was on that original song that you was a stomp with
right.
Young Buck,
Young Buck.
Game, and Tip. And he took Tip off there, whatever, for whatever reason.
He
And
heard that Ludacris verse was like, "Oh, I rather have
And
this."
then after that, he was like, yo, it's up for everybody. Like anybody that wants smoke with me, I got smoke for you. And he's like, it don't matter what you say on the record. I am the king of the South. And he went and had that conversation with Scarface. Scarface told him, do what you want to do. If you want to be the king, go ahead. I don't want nothing to do with that. Homie, you know what I do. You know how I get down. You know what type of guy I am. He said, if that's what you going to call yourself, he said, all you have to do is be able to stand. He said, they going to come at your head now. Everybody going to come for you. So get ready. He said, but be ready to stand on what you're saying if you say that you're the king of the South.
Yeah,
And from what we saw, he stood firm on that shit. It
did
wasn't it
they
wasn't too
did?
much of a rebuttal on it. That man said, I can go anywhere and I'm good.
It's
Which
the
was true.
king, bitch.
Yeah, that was even the name of the album, King of the South. I dare you to challenge me. So yeah, there that is. Boom, there go all the albums. Watch the Throne. You put that last. Or
I don't know. If I'm including Watch the Throne, that's gonna be like around
it goes up
five.
higher.
It'd be like
Okay.
5 or 6, then
Okay.
maybe 4, depending on who I got 4. Volume 2. I mean, it could be number 4. Like it's gonna be after the top 3. Cause I feel like that was a great album. There's only probably one song I probably would skip on there, but between him and Ye, like Welcome to the Jungle, Welcome to the Jungle World. God damn it, gotta have it.
That was a really good album.
Niggas
That
in
was a good
Paris.
album.
Only thing I would do, I would put Lift Off as the first song and then come in with the Church in the Wild. That's number 2. I feel like that would make
Yeah.
that
That's
would
what
make
we would do. We would have done the same thing with the Clips, Hell Hath No Fury. The way they started that off was terrible. Well, some people thought it was a bad way to start. I ain't gonna say my fault, not terrible. They thought it was a bad idea to put that song up there.
Which
And
one? The
the last one
uh,
that just came out, what I just called Hell Hath No Fury. That's one of the other
oh
albums.
yeah, I was gonna say so help me God or so, no.
He said, "So help me
Let
God."
God sort them
Let
out.
God sort them out is the latest album. And the way they kicked that album, I was like, "Uh-oh, this can either be good or bad." But let's see
Yeah,
how it plays out. And it turned out to be a good thing. It
yeah,
was good. The album came out dope still. So, um,
true.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would definitely throw those albums in there because those are albums he did. So, and I understand what you're saying. Why are we putting those albums in there? Because those were co-featured albums with other people on there
yeah,
with him. But those are still his albums, whether we
true.
do it or not. So, but
Yeah,
if we want to eliminate those albums, bro, you still listen. I just thought about that when he started doing Watch the Throne,
yeah.
and then the first album with him and R. Kelly.
Best.
Mm, 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 mm,
Mm-hmm,
mm,
hmm Bro,
mm,
like
mm, mm, mm,
somebody girl
mm,
is at this
mm,
party.
mm, 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 mm,
Bro, the
mm,
best of both worlds.
mm, mm.
That's a song of the man. Like, but the thing is that the low key, the rest of the album,
Ooh-wee.
besides like those 4 5 songs, the rest of the album kind of mid.
The first one.
Yeah,
You don't
like
need the rest of the. You just need
true. I go to those 4 5 songs every time, and that's all I need. I'm good.
go, 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 go.
So true. But that
Mm,
second one though,
mm,
that unfinished
mm,
business was
mm,
pure.
mm, mm.
Like I felt bad for Hov. Like this is not the one.
No, because it's a clash of egos between him and R. Kelly. And if R. Kelly can't have things going his way, he'll make a mess of everything. That's what he does. He's a
That's
big
what
baby.
happened.
He a big baby. He messed up the show in Chicago. I don't know if you heard about that when they were here.
Yeah,
He went
yeah,
up in the
basically.
he went up into the lights and everything. So I saying they messed up the lights and everything. I can't see myself and all this stuff. It's like, oh, you don't like the way that Jay performed. That's what this is. Y'all ready to go?
Is that the one that they made some or was that in New York or something?
I don't know. I don't think maybe they did make some. I don't know what it was, but he started acting a damn fool in there doing a recording of that album. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, the recording I heard about that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
I
I was
mean, no,
conflicted
I'm talking about the when they were performing, not recording, but when
on
they were
tour,
performing.
yeah.
Yeah, on tour. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
It was a
that was tough.
mess.
But if even if I did get killed, I probably had that middle to end best of both worlds, like
Best of both worlds. Best
probably around
of.
Volume 3, Blueprint 2 era or area and Kingdom Come. But
People were so excited for that album when it first came
me
out.
too. Like I remember
Was
that my brother.
so excited.
I remember like a press conference and everything. I'm like, oh,
The
these
album
motherfuckers.
comes out and the song Best of Both Worlds, he's doing it. He said, I'll put $1 million on his vocals
Yeah.
against
That, that
anybody.
that first song, that Busted Both Worlds song, the start of the album, I thought you was gonna get literally the best of
Yeah.
both worlds. Ah,
Ah,
Jay. Like he snapped on that one. Was it come somebody girl?
is at this party,
What's that
shaking
song out?
their ass tonight. Then Naked is, of course, a cool song because it smooths it out and they get on some cool shit. Get this
Yes,
money,
get this money.
money, money,
You got what
money.
I want. I got what you
Woo!
need. Let's put it together.
Get
Pull up
this
back to back.
money.
Whole snap on that one. But
Yeah,
yeah,
honey.
honey. Pussy. You know, Pussy, I wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, PUSSY. That's a classic song right there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for whoever it is that go up against dude. That's all I'm saying, man. We talk about albums that no one really talks about.
Yeah.
Imagine he comes out on stage and that's one of the first songs that he plays. Get this money, money. Or he
That's
just does that. He just does
it,
that. He just starts it out like that. Get this money, money. And then while he walking, they go into another one. Uh, mm, 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 mm. And the crowd gonna go crazy. Man, come on, bro.
yeah, I would. Shit.
Mm,
Pull up in the
mm,
top to
mm,
sit at the
mm.
lot. Finna be VIP for the night.
Crazy.
Take me back a road with that one. But no, yeah, like it's gonna be a tough night for anybody if this when they step in the arena with him on that.
Oh, that ain't even on here. That's Fiesta. That might be an R.
And that's the
Kelly
thing,
song.
like a
That
lot
might
of
be an
these
R.
young
Kelly
kids, like they
song.
saying like, where he gonna play when Drake play this or somebody play that or no, actually they saying, what he gonna do when he take off the songs with Beyonce and Kanye? I'm like, oh y'all really don't know what y'all talking
Y'all
about then.
done.
Y'all the songs that Kanye and them that's hits,
He don't have to do them though.
he don't have to do them.
I
You
don't
can
have to do no
eliminate them and he
song
can.
with Kanye or no song with Beyonce. I could walk out and do "It's a Hard Knock Life for Us" and just let the crowd sing the hook.
Exactly. Yeah, so he's like all these like no Rihanna, no
I
Beyonce,
don't
take
need
them
none of
off.
that. I
Like
don't need
those are
none of
poppy
that.
songs. He got
I
a
don't need none
whole
of that. I think I call my they we say I don't call myself whole because I think I'm God. They call me whole because I work goddamn hard. You know what I'm saying? Like when he get in like yo, it's a trick bag for you.
and don't let him actually use songs he wrote for other people. Like if he
Oh
played
no.
Dre Day or
Oh no,
still
he ain't doing that.
DRE.
We know he ain't gonna do that. But
That's
see, here's
what
the thing. This is why I say if it's Jay Z versus Kanye, everything is allowed at that point because Jay got sons I wrote for this person, and that person, and then Kanye can turn around and say, "Well, I produce for
man. I got motherfucking
this, this,
H
this,
to
this, and
the
this."
like Kanye can play H to the Izzo like right back
Yeah,
after he played like hold
yeah.
on.
Oh, that'd be crazy. So I know that ain't gonna happen because he can go, yo, I did part of your albums, dude. You sure you want to go over here with me? You sure
That's
you want to
what
go this
yeah,
route with
I'm
me?
like if Ye really want to get on that, he could do he could do a few verses.
It'll be
Just
ugly. It'll be ugly. So rap wise, I would love to see somebody go against Ti. I would like to see
I can see
50. I would like to see 50 go against
That was
Ti.
yeah, that would have been a good one too. It,
But then when I thought about it, I was like, no, 50 he don't have the catalog for that. Like you're gonna do the first
nah,
album, then you're
he
gonna
gonna
do
be
Candy Shop, you're gonna do those,
like he
and
gonna stick with the G Unit and his
you
first
got to go,
album.
you got to do the G Unit album.
He gonna throw a couple of couple joints on the second album still. What was it? Dun 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 dun. Baltimore love thing. This is 50. I don't know what to take me for. I really don't. It got some joints in there, but it ain't ring like that first album.
It's not like you don't have enough to ring
And he
out.
had to put them G Unit joints.
Man, you gonna have to do I teach you how to stunt.
Sure,
Uh
he
I
gonna
what
run that. He gonna run that song. He got to play that
do you
whole
say?
first album for sure,
I
and
love to
then
get to know you. I
that's
really
Joe.
wanna
Oh yeah, that's G Unit. Yeah.
baby. I want some loving. Crazy. You got to do that. You got to do all them hits off there and that first album and those little joints that you got in between. I'll take you to the candy shop.
Mm-mm. Then you got Disco
You
Inferno.
got to do all those joints. But when T.I., when that thousand clothes, that's how I would start it off with that.
You got that. You got You Don't Know Me. Like you don't know me.
Man, ASAP,
You
ASAP,
don't know. The ASAP. Yeah. You got
ASAP, ASAP.
if you don't want to play me, what's happening? What's up? You got some. Yeah.
You got some
I'm
stuff.
just doing my job. Another.
Woo!
That's a funny song. That he literally write the song to the parents or like the people in his building. Like, I'm sorry that I work here. You live
Nah,
here.
I'm
Yes, you
I'm
live
writing a
here, but
song
I
to
work here.
everybody. I'm writing a song to everybody. Yo, I got to get
That's
this
just
stuff
funny as hell to
off.
be like, as a drug dealer, you write a song towards the people that live in the building that you selling drugs
Mm,
to. That you,
Man, it's tough though. It's tough. Then you go to some of them other albums. He got some really good cuts. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
think, matter of fact, it might actually end up being a good battle. Once now that I think about it,
it can be. It just like I
it
said,
ended up being a
depending
good
on
battle.
what they. Because even with Ti, his stuff, not ain't his stuff ain't get limited, but like it's gonna be trap music. It's gonna be urban legend. It's gonna be King. It's gonna be
All of them.
Paper Trail.
Paper Trail. Oh, he got some hits on Paper Trail too.
Yeah.
He got
So
some trouble, man. He got some stuff on there
Trouble
too.
Man was hard too. A lot of people don't talk about Trouble Man like that. Trouble Man was hard.
Yeah. And then when that, but she's a freak though. She got angel eyes with a baby face. That might
Yeah.
be a B-side though, depending on
Oh yeah,
how
for
they put
sure.
it together.
Yeah, that could be.
I'm sure he gonna
Yeah.
sit with Toon. I'm sure he'll sit with Toon and go over like, look, what am I looking like? He's like, man, you know, dude went 20 times platinum, so this is gonna have to be your track listing. You're gonna have to go up and
Yeah.
down this motherfucker because he gonna hit you in your head with about 18, 15, yeah, 10, 15 good joints before he started going out. So you gonna this is gonna be your track listing right here, dude.
I think Ludacris, Wayne, 50 would be a good matchup for him. And then I'm trying to think who else maybe.
Who would Ludacris match up with? You think he would match up against T.I.? Who would he match up with?
Um, M, I would say M. We could
Ooh, I
say
wouldn't.
I think they both got goofy enough songs. Like, all right, it could be, but it'll be an interesting clash.
That would be
Um,
interesting. Luda versus
Ludacris,
Eminem.
Nelly, if you want to go
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah. Put them Nelly and ooh, Nelly might win that.
Might he might, but
Nelly might win that one.
I,
I think that's a good
Mhm.
battle. I think that's a good
I think they
battle.
got just enough amount of albums to where because they both kind of fell off after some point or like just stopped. So that could
I
be
think it's all about how you put the album sequence together
yeah, exactly.
when you playing the
But
tracks.
if I had to sequence the Ludacris song, I'm focusing somebody else with his songs.
Yeah, not album sequence, the track listing sequence
Yeah,
for those songs because it's not an album. This is verses.
but he got verses and features on some other people's stuff that outlasted past Nelly did. So I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough night too for some people.
Yeah,
But
especially.
that'd be a nice little.
And I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move the
Ooh,
bed down to the floor. And you come back
stand
with,
up.
it's getting hot in here. Stand up, it's a Midwest thing. You ain't got a clue why my cutlass blue. When he said that, I was like, oh, that's hard. You ain't got a clue why my cutlass blue. I was like, okay,
Exactly.
okay, my G,
So
okay,
it's gonna be interesting.
yeah. But that's only for those who if they can ever get something like that going. But as far as Jay-Z standing in there with anybody, I don't think it's gonna be anybody anytime soon that's gonna really agree to that. And maybe you will get somebody to agree to it, but I just don't think that Jay will do it. You know, I think that's the other thing. Because
Oh
if
no,
Jay
that you have to
Jay
pay
may want
him.
own it. Yeah, Jay may want ownership of whatever it is that they got going on, and he may want to push it into another direction. So I think that would be a hard sell to get Jay to come do something like that. And I'm sure, of course, we know he's gonna want to get paid. So how the checkbooks out, you know.
Yep.
So anything else we need to discuss before we get up out of her?
Nah, I'm good. I gotta go get this haircut, so I'm about ready to
Yeah, you
roll
looking
bounce like
crusty.
Shad
You
Mouse.
you looking crusty, musty, and dusty.
I'm finna cut this hair and go sell it to some women. This good Indian black hair. So
There you go. There you go. Let him
break.
know.
No naps.
There you go. Look out, look out, look out. I'm trying to show it all, get the beard together. He gonna come back next week or this coming Tuesday. He gonna be a different looking man. He
Yeah.
gonna look like a young Uncle Phil. Instead of the hungry poor one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all listening. We are done here. See you next time, you bitch.